Hello, everyone.
Howdy.
It's William and Andrew here at Allegory Gallery. Thank you for joining us tonight. How y'all doing? Doing okay? It's a busy day here. Um, uh,
Always a busy
it's always a
day.
busy day, but it's a busy normal day here. Getting back to normal a little bit after the tree incident. Um, our friend is coming over possibly in a little bit with a bigger ladder tonight. So I might have to duck out a little bit. Um, but Andrew is going to start you off tonight with a tutorial.
What?
What? He's on a roll with these tutorials for y'all.
Well,
Um,
we have some comments made about how I used to do more
I don't know
tutorials.
who that was.
They may live in
Hello,
Canada.
Marianne. How are you doing today? Thank you for joining us. Uh,
So, I
if you're
don't want y'all to think I forgot y'all.
yeah, so Andrew's going to do another tutorial. I
Which
think this
one?
has to do with the this one has to do with the idea that Leslie is working on too. So
During the creative make along, Leslie Pope, if you don't know her, she's a wonderful artist. Her company's name is Twisted Sister. I don't know. We'll drop a link in a post or something if Leslie's watching.
let me see if I can do it here.
So anyways, I've known Leslie for a long time, and she's working on a project to make a beaded chain or help with the Midwestern Bead Society. And lotus beads. Y'all know lotus beads out of the Mall of America. Um, we've known them for a real long time, and they've always been really good friends for us.
Mm-hmm.
And we've always enjoyed, all of them. So, anyways, I the thing about these community projects is that they only work if people of the community help.
Yes.
And I can't remember how many feet are in a mile. I think 1,500 or something like that.
Something like that.
Let's find out how many feet are in a mile. How many feet are in a mile? So 5,280 feet equals 1 mile. So that means that at least that many people have to make a foot. And of course, there's going to be people who do more, and then people who are close to the project. I can't spend too much time making stuff just because, I don't have a ton of time to be able to do that. But I did decide that I can make at least a foot. Now, this is a project that's sponsored by Toho. If you don't know who Toho is, it's another one of the Japanese bead manufacturers. And so, if you do decide to do this, there's a couple things. And if you're in the Design Challenges Challenge group, we posted the link that gives the information about this project. And if you didn't see it, I'll try to bump it up so people can see it again. But there's all kinds of stuff. They give a pattern on how to make like a daisy chain. I gave it a try. It works out. Um, but I'm going to show you a really quick and easy way to make links in a chain.
Nice.
So,
Anna's here as well. Susie's here.
howdy, which Susie?
Wyatt.
Howdy.
Let me check Facebook too to see if anybody else joined in over here. Marianne says, love the tutorials. Oops, well, it was only the truth. Anna is lurking while watching a baseball game.
What's
And Susie, our neighbor, is there as well.
Anybody else?
And Kim just joined us.
Hi, Kim.
I dropped in the link for Twisted Sister Beads, the website. I know she was working on a website. I don't know if this is the one, if there's a new one coming, I'm not sure.
Which one?
Her website.
I don't know. She had some issues recently.
Yeah, so I don't know, but I dropped a link. Hopefully it's the right one. And yeah, if she drops by, she usually does drop by at some point in the evenings. We can check and make sure.
So, William, what did you do today? You mowed the grass yesterday.
I mowed the grass yesterday. Today I took the cats out. I worked on a bunch of shipping today, and that was mostly my day, is working on shipping.
Did you get to go to the post office?
I did not get to go to the post office. I worked through the post office time. So I'll go dropping them off before I leave the house tomorrow, or just after I leave the house tomorrow. And I'll drop up. Our friend is here with the ladder.
Okay.
So I'm gonna flip it, and Andrew's gonna work on that, and then I'm gonna go and check on what's going on out there, and then I have to run
and get me a drink.
and get you a drink. Get you a drink.
Hurry, William, hurry.
All right, I'm going. I'm going. Hurry.
Hello, everyone. It's me, Andrew. District 12.
Oh, I forgot I put my keys in my bag.
So this is what we're making today. I'm gonna try to start to do some short tutorials. Generally,
Take your phone.
I don't know if we can do them all the time, but I'm gonna try to do them. I have a bunch of work that I have to do tonight, so we'll see how this all goes. I'm submitting something for a show, and it has to be like the best thing I've ever made. And I'm like, when you can do a lot of different things, I'm like, what am I going to do? So I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. We'll see. Um, Whatever it is will be just right. Hopefully, I get something done. If not, I'll scramble around at the end and try to find something old to submit. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. So this is the project that we're going to be working on real quick. I am going to show you how to get started. Today we're going to be using, these are a little bit thicker than I normally like, but these are size 10 beading needles. I like a little bit finer. And then speaking of things that I like a little bit finer, we're going to be using a 10-pound fire line. So this is going to be an outdoor project. So the idea of these beaded chain is that it's going to go all the way around the Mall of America. So it has to be able to withstand the outdoors. So if we can't, use like a natural fiber like silk, because it will just rot and then the chain will fall apart. So you do have to think of it kind of strategically about it and use something that's not going to fall apart. So I've got this fire line, which is a thermally bonded thread. This is originally designed for fishing, but and you can get, I think I have some in green. Let me look real quick because I think I have this in green. It's like the most annoying shade of neon green, but it's actually kind of fun. Wow, maybe I'll do that for a different one. But for the tutorial, we'll also need the seed beads. And I brought them. Where are they? Oh, poop. This came loose underneath my thing, so I have a bunch of pencil shavings in my bag. That's no fun. Anyways, so this is because Toho is sponsoring this project. I'm going to be using these. These are a size 8O Toho Rocal seed beads. These ones also glow in the dark. So this is really fun because I don't know if you can see it or not, but they glow in the dark. So we've got some size 8 seed beads, 8O seed beads. I'm gonna get there you go. We on Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Um, and I have these little triangles. I love these little triangles, y'all. Um, and so I need a beading needle, seed beads, and thread. I also need something that's going to cut the thread. Um, Normally, I like to use this one. You can buy this on the website. I think you can get this on our. I don't know if William added this, but if you're interested in my favorite beading needle, this is it. This one is nice, but it's a little bit. The needles are a little bit thick. For my, everybody likes what they like, and I like it a little bit thinner. But that's what I have open, so I don't want to open a new pack. So anyways, I'm going to cut off one wingspan of thread. That's one of my arm length and one of my torso. And they call that a wing length. I know I don't have wings. Somebody said, oh, humans don't have wings. I don't know why you call it wing length. Well, that's a wingspan. Um, that's just what they call it. So I'm going to go like this, and you just pull it like that at the end, and you can cut it, and it's nice and sharp. Sometimes when you have, unless they're really sharp, if you have ones that kind of meet right there and chomp, sometimes it makes kind of like a fuzzy edge for the thread, and that's not ideal when you're trying to thread a needle. So what I do is, if you didn't see it, I take it and I put a nice sharp point, or I hold it stationary, and then I kind of pull it and kind of go like that at the same time. And what that does is it makes a nice sharp point, which makes it easier to thread your needle. So, um, you know, and you can do this where it's even kind of peyote stitch. So if you already know how to do that, just hang out and enjoy. But for folks who don't know, here you go. Okay, so um, what I did is I just kind of flattened the end of this, and then I'm going to put that over the thread. So I know a lot of times when people are trying to do it, they try to put, they're trying to like, but if you go and you hold that and then you put that over like that, it's a lot easier when you're trying to thread the needle. All right. One question I got in the class the other night is if I pull this all the way down. I don't. I kind of let this hang out. This is a very thick thermally bonded thread. I'm using black because it's a little bit easier on camera to see. I mean, this background you can't see hardly anything, so we're just gonna have to use our hearts. Um, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up 4 of these seed beads. Now, if you're a new seed beater, you may want to put a stop bead. And what that is you'll eventually take it off, but it's basically so your beads don't come off the end. But I kind of, if I don't have to do it, I'm not going to do it. All right, so I pull this down towards the bottom of the thread. I give myself maybe 4 inches or so. The reason why I do that is because I don't. If you put it right up to the edge, you're not going to have any thread material left over to work back in and sew into your project. So we want our projects to be nice and sturdy, especially since they're going outside. So I'm going to leave this tail so that I can have material to work with. And I have those 4 beads. So I'm mindful there's nothing on this end to keep it from falling off. So I have to keep my finger here like this. I'm pinching that. And I've got the 4 beads right here. See? All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to I pick up 1 bead. And when you see this, I've got this column. I'm going to skip that bottom bead. And this is real loosey-goosey style because I don't have a stop bead. But and I'm just going to pull this up. Now I want those beads at the bottom to sit next to each other. All right. So this is what it looks like. It makes that little triangle. All right. And then I'm going to pick up another bead and I'm going to skip the next bead in that sequence. So this bead I'm going to skip and I'm going to go up through this bead. All right. So it is a little bit, this is a little bit more fiddly, but you can do it. I mean, if I can do it, you can do it. And I'm just going to pull this up. And it doesn't matter right now how it looks until you get to the end part. And that's this part. And you do have to kind of keep the tension on this. So it makes a shape like this. All right. And then we flip this over. And this is where peyote stitch is really fun. Even count peyote stitch is a joy because you don't have to pay attention. You don't have to do the step up. You don't have to do anything like that. So you pick up a seed bead and then you go into this next bead that's got an opening. You go in, you see how that one was sticking out. So when we pick up a bead, we're going to fill it in here and then go into this bead. So we picked up our bead. We go up through this one. And then we're done with that. We flip it over. And see how there's a little gap there at the bottom? We're going to fill that in by picking up a seed bead and going up through that little one that's sticking out. Now I'm going kind of slow, but this is kind of all you have to do is you just kind of just fill in the blanks. That's it. You be like, what? So you just repeat this until you get to your stopping length. So this one, this link that I made is approximately an inch and 3/4 ish. So you just kind of you'll work double that and then fold in half and then sew it shut. So I'm going to show you real quick on paper what we did. And then I'll continue to bead and you all can tell me about your weekends or whatever. All right. So first thing we did is we strung up 4 beads. And then what we're going to do is we added a bead here. So this is the original thread path. This goes up. And goes through like that. And then our next speed will be here. Go through that. The next speed is here. We go through that. Next speed's here. Next speed's here. So that's how that thread path goes. Does that make sense? All right, I'll keep going and then you'll kind of see. This is not the best background because it's kind of busy. I did want to use a black thread so that it could show up on the camera. I'm also using size 8 seed beads, so this works out pretty quick. It is a little bit of a weird. I'm in a kind of a weird thing because I'm not sitting directly underneath my work, and there's a camera on the way, so that's a little bit tricksy to kind of try to show. Let me see if I can get that closer so y'all can see. Once I get to the end of the row, what I like to do is I like to flip it over so that you can kind of then you're always working up. But you can see where there's like a gap here and there's a gap here. That's the nice thing about even peyote stitch is you never wonder, like I can put something down and for a couple months or a couple years, and if I come back to it, I know exactly where I need to go and I know exactly what I need to do to fill in those gaps. All right. So, how are y'all doing tonight? Did y'all do anything fun today or interesting? I've been working um on some different projects. As y'all probably know, if you follow my personal timeline, I got a Wingate scholarship to attend Peters Valley. I'm going to be working with Andy Lowry um, on working with transparent enamels on silver. So I'm super excited for that. The class is in July. I'm also in the I'm teaching a lot at Contemporary Craft this summer. So I'm doing a communities day for them. And so we're going to be making shrink charms. It's mostly for kids, but adults can do it too. And so I've been kind of working with them on getting that kind of organized. They're doing this really cool project called Charmed, and it's all about getting like making a charm bracelet. So there's going to be artists from all over. I don't know if it's all over the world or all over the country, but they're going to have artists from all over, and you can collect these little different charms and then put them all together, which I think is really fun. I know Sharon Massey is doing it. I'm doing it. I haven't decided. I know I'm going to do something enameled, and probably laser etched. I haven't decided what exactly I'm going to do yet, but I have a couple days to figure that out, right? So I'm going to try to do that at some point today, tonight, or tomorrow. Um, and this is a really lovely way of I mean, I don't have to think. I can like you can even almost watch TV, or I listen to audiobooks. I'm listening to an India Holt book right now. Marianne says, took a video of some pelicans this morning during my walk in the park. I took a picture of the robins on our porch. They're torturing our poor cats. It's funny though, because William showed a video of Gertie on our porch, and people like, oh, she's in heat. And that's not what's happening. She's not in heat. She just likes to do a dance. And so most of our cats, I think, do it. Gilbert does it, all of them. But they kind of rub their backs on the ground to kind of add their scent. So people are like, oh, you have to watch out for kittens. And I'm like, well, she's fixed, so we don't have to worry about that. Kimberly says, hello, everyone. Howdy. And Kimberly said, Leslie had some beads I couldn't find elsewhere. Thanks for that referral a while back. Oh, good. She's really wonderful. I've known her for years and years and years. I used to buy a bunch of seed beads from her, even after we got the shop. You know, I buy seed beads for the store, but when we buy seed beads, we have to buy so many. Like we have to buy a quantity to get the wholesale. So, general like if I only need like one tube of something, sometimes I'll buy just directly from her, and then I don't have to it's um, it may be like $1.50 more, but then I don't have to spend like $400 to get it to be cheaper. So, I still buy stuff from her. I don't see her as much as I used to because we used to do shows together. But she's a really wonderful artist out of Pennsylvania. She lives in the Philly area, and she's really kind, and we get along pretty good, I think. Many of you know her from being in the AG Beat fam, and if you were watching the Creative Make Along the other night, you probably saw her. She was working on her even count peyote stitch. This is really it's really relaxing if you if you um make time for it. I like that the 4 count. I did it in 6 and it was a little bit chunky. So this is a nice width of this band. Um, Even count peyote stitch is much easier to do than odd count. So odd count, you have to do like a step up. It's not terrible, but if you have to do even or I always choose even. But sometimes the pattern doesn't lend itself if you're doing even. I'm gonna try to beat it a little bit quicker, and then that way I can show you how to close up the link. Now, ideally, what you do is you just like when you make chain, you make a bunch of links that are all already sewn shut. So you make a bunch of these, and then you make ones that connect it. So what you would do is you make a bunch of these, and once I get a little bit further on, I'll show you what I do. But basically, you insert it into this. You insert it into the two of them, and then you sew it shut, and then that forms the link that combines and makes the chain. Does that make sense? Kim says, just went with a friend to pick up some 50-ish baby food jars full of vintage 13-0 Charlotte beads from somebody's old Native American beadwork project. Oh, good. That's lucky. Charlotte's, if you don't know what that is they grind down one of the sides of the seed bead, and it gives it a little bit more kind of like shine because it has a facet in it. Now, Toho makes some really good seed beads, but whenever you're beading, you do have to be on the lookout for kind of beads that are either too big or too small. Every once in a while, things will get kind of, they get kind of mixed in. And ideally, you would not use those because if you use a bunch of ones that are all wonkadoodle, your ring will be all kinds of wavy gravy style on the edges. If that doesn't bother you, you do you. It's not going to be, what is 1.75 times 2? No, 1.5 and 1.5 is 3.
Oh yeah, what am I saying? Where's your calculator? 1.75 times 2, 3.5.
Huh?
3.5.
So I need to make my ring or my strip. I need to make it at least 3.5 inches long, and then I can fold it over. One of the things that I'm trying to do is I am trying to use up all the thread because I don't want to waste a bunch of thread. The other thing I'm going to try to do is I don't want to add any thread because when you have to add thread, then you have to sew a bunch of ends in, and it's not the end of the world, but it is something that, if you don't have to do it, then don't do it. Variance is 3.5. And so, um, where did he just drop off the ladder?
No, there's a hole.
Oh, there is.
So big puncture hole.
Oh, that
So
sucks.
he went to go run down to Lowe's to get a stock leak patch for now, so we can replace the panel.
Oh, that sucks.
It's about 2 or 3 inch hole.
Oof.
The limb went right down in.
So if you don't know what he's talking about, we had a tree fall down on the cottage, and they worked their asses off and they cleaned up all the debris. But there was a spot on the roof that was really steep, so they couldn't clean off any of the debris because, you don't want to fall off and die. So, there was a bunch of leaves and stuff, and I guess that was covering a hole that had punctured through the metal. And he said it was a great big, was it 2 to 3 inch hole?
Yeah, 2 to 3 inch hole. And so he said it's going to rain tonight. That's why he wanted to do this today.
That's nice. What kind of work does he do?
I know he does some tree removal and stuff for some friends and stuff, but I forget what he said his
Like his job?
big job is. Oh, I think he works. I can't remember.
Is it construction?
No, I want to say it's something like he was gonna go to school for engineering, and he's like, that was not good for me, but he got into some kind of manufacturing or something. I can't remember.
Hmm.
And I'm not sure if he's working now or if he's retired
Oh.
too.
Well, that was very nice of them. I think because of the timing, it happened over the holiday weekend. So, that was really fortunate that both of us, all of us, could take off because, if it happened on like a random weekday when people are working, then that doesn't always happen. They were able to get a lot of work done.
It's amazing how much we got done.
I know. I see the before and after, and it's like shocking.
In 2 days.
I know. I should not be around more often.
It's just it's a shame it had to have an actual hole. I was hoping we'd clear it and it'd be nothing,
Could be worse.
but it's just one. At least it's just one sheet.
It's steel, right?
I think they're steel, and I think you can get the sheets at Lowe's.
But I think if you have to replace the entire sheet, it's kind of a big process, isn't it?
I don't know. He said you take off the screws, replace the sheet, and put it back.
Oh,
So, because they're screwed together, I don't know how we're gonna get on the screws on that roof. That's gonna be the hard part.
I was like, can we like solder the whole shut? Get the laser, the
The
pulse arc welder.
welder and weld it shut. The piece is still in there. Just it's a puncture hole.
Yeah, well, that's nice.
But yeah, because he was concerned it's gonna rain. He's like, that's why I wanted to do it tonight.
Yeah, that's awfully nice.
So I don't know how we're gonna reach it tonight, even
Because it's dark.
It's a little out of reach.
Oh boy.
I was able to grab the stick, but he couldn't reach it. I don't know how to put the patch on, so we'll see how this goes.
Well, Right now, I'm showing them how to do even count pair decision. It's probably the most boring thing they've ever seen. Because, I mean, I think it's relaxing, but I can see how if you are just watching me sew, I'm just mindlessly kind of going. I should make William do one. He can contribute. No, me. I'm a good teacher.
Go and see if he's here yet.
Uh-huh. I don't know why you just because you to watch some I'm not I was about to say who he watched. But I'm not gonna do it. Um just because they're not a good teacher doesn't mean that I'm not. If I show you how to do this, you can do this.
You can do it.
It's easy. I mean, whenever you start a seed bead project, it looks like a hot mess. All right, that's just the truth of the way.
That's the way.
You know, it looks like chewed up bubble gum, and you're like, oh my gosh, what did I do to myself? And you have a moment of doubt. But if you bead with heart, conviction, and purpose, the more you bead, the more that it takes shape, and the more Kim says, so sorry about the hole in the roof. Yeah, it's not ideal. Luckily though, this is the metal roof, and the metal roof was on top of another roof. So I don't want to get water underneath that necessarily because I don't want any rot to happen. But you know, it's I don't know how.
There'd be another layer under there.
Yeah, there should be another layer, so it's not going to come through the ceiling. So there, you know, sometimes small favors. Maybe William can be like, "Hey, how much are you going to charge for this house when you sell it next door?" And then I'll be next. We'll live next door, and then
That'll all be our problem.
then then I was thinking about going to the bathroom sometimes.
He's like, at least I could go to the bathroom.
I know. I'm gonna have to hold it UTI style. Anyways, in that time that we've talked, I mean, we haven't been on too long.
You did that pretty quick.
I'm almost there. I have another half inch to go. But I don't want to get to the point where it's like too close to the end, because if you don't leave yourself enough room at the end, you won't be able to have enough thread to sew them together. But and generally speaking, I'm just going to show you how to finish off a link, because I was going to show you how to like slip it underneath, but y'all know how to do that, or can figure it out, where you have two finished links and then you sew those together. If you make a link and you sew it on each link to your chain, it takes longer. I don't know why, because it's the same amount of work, but it does take longer. I don't know why that. William, do you know why that happens?
What's the question?
So if you, I have a link, and in chain making, what you do is you make soldered. When you make a soldered chain, you make a bunch of soldered links, and then you add in between those. You go through. So let me draw. It's illustration time again.
Illustration.
So when you make a chain, you make these links and then you finish them off. These are solid. And then you take a piece and you put it in between and then you join it. And this is in theory the same size. But if you do a chain and you add and you just keep adding like this, it takes longer than if you finish the links and then join them. I don't know why. It's the same amount of work, but this is faster than adding one link at a time. So
That is weird. I don't know.
I think maybe it's the fact that maybe you just are not like so concerned about, I don't
I
know,
mean, because this is doing the same thing every time. You'd think that'd be the fastest way,
but it's
but
not.
it's not.
You finish the links and then you join them.
Hmm.
So I don't know what that's about science, y'all. Maybe there's like some kind of principle. Hala Bing Bang's principle of chain making. I was gonna say Halliburton, and then I was like, nah. Anyway, so Um, let's see. Marianne said there is a YouTube on how to replace a single panel on a metal roof.
Oh, good.
Oh, good. University of YouTube.
We'll have to dive into that.
I know. While you're doing that, William, also look into putting a metal roof on the outhouse. And then we'll get that thing that we'll get that tool that makes us trough.
The trough?
They kind of slide together.
Don't they just overlap?
Yeah, they overlap and they have like a groove.
Yeah.
But they're flat sheets, and then you run it through, and it makes that kind of bend in the
Oh,
end.
I was just looking at the ones that are already grooved.
Oh, well, we could always get that tool
We could do 1 or 2 sheets.
so that I have it. I
You have
love
that tool at hand. You
correct.
never know when you need to do a metal roof again.
William, I'm a metalsmith. I could make other stuff.
Oh, yeah. With a big tool for roofing?
You never know. Maybe I'll make vessels.
Oh my goodness.
He sometimes you can use the tool for more than
He
one
does love tools.
application.
He does love tools.
Okay, I got like 2 more rows. Then y'all can be released from this. You don't have to watch me anymore. William will come up and he'll show you how to.
So long, you might have to finish off the live.
Oh boy, we're gonna have to struggle bust this stuff.
I already picked this.
All right, now quiet.
Quiet. Concentrate.
So here's the thing. This business, it matches. It's not gonna fit. Look, see? Look, it matches. You cannot do that. In the old time they call it a male and female side. And I'm gonna call it sticky innie, sticky outie. So Kimberly said that's gonna be a lot of enamel for enamel or Andrew's new roof installation. You know what? That's true. There's an artist that his name, he's dead now, but his name is Fred Ball. Fred Eula. I don't know how you say it. Eula Ball. UHL. How you call that, Marianne? I think that's one of them northern people name. Ball, like a ball, like I'm gonna bounce a ball. And Marianne says a single panel here in Edmonton is about 225 plus you would need screws and sealant. Oh boy. Well, hopefully it's cheaper than that. All right. So, anyways, there's a guy he wrote this book called Experimental Enamels. He was a gay artist in Sacramento, and he got murdered, and he never got to finish his book. So his mom finished the book for him, and he is accredited to making the largest torch fire enamel piece in the world. And it's still up. I don't know how well it's holding up, but there's this great big installation of his work in Sacramento. So if you ever go to Sacramento, you can see that. All right. So if you look here, they fit together like a zipper. So I've got this, I'm holding this on, and I put this together like this, the ends. I go up through this one. I jump over to here. I go up through this one. I jump over to here. And then I jump over to here. Now you have to make sure you don't get that caught like I did just now. And then see how there's a gap at the top? We're going to come back over and come down. And then the nice thing about when it's, you can adjust it a little bit and then come down. And you can see if there's any gaps in it, you can kind of adjust it so that you can kind of cinch the gaps together. But you don't want the thread to show. And that's how you make a solid beaded link. So if you're gonna do this, try to use the Toho beads since they're sponsoring this. I guess you could take it if it's not, you can take it out of the tube. What I'm doing now is I'm going underneath the thread bridge and I'm going to go up through that little knot. So I made a little knot that's called a half hitch knot. And basically what that is that I'm doing is I'm just knotting this in. All right, so you may be wondering, why did he leave this tail? And what I'm going to do with this tail is I'm going to come back around. Angela says hello. Hi, Angela. And then Marianne said, how is it spelled? UHL. That's how that name is. And then Mariana says, probably cheaper in the US. I surely hope. But he said it's just one little hole. The hole's like this big, he said. So that's not that little. But it could be worse. Could have had to get a big problem. All right. So when I have this extra thread in here, to strengthen your beadwork, you go through multiple times with your thread. Now, here's the thing about this thread. This thread's thick, so you can only go through so many times before you're at risk of busting your beads. So if you're doing something with real small beads, don't use a great big jumbotron thread, because if you use a real thick thread, what's going to happen is the pressure of having so much material inside of the bead is going to make them bust. So don't do that. So what I'm doing is I'm going up, down to the next one, go down. And this is just the edge. And this makes it stronger. If you leave yourself enough material, you can go all the way around. And that's ideal. Every once in a while, I'll do one of those half hitch knots. So I go underneath the thread bridge. It makes a loop. And then go up through that loop and just do that. And that makes it so that if something gets caught, it will have that knot will help hold it in place. So I know when we're talking about stuff that's going outside, these beads are going outside, and the idea is that they're going to wrap the Mall of America, and this chain is going to be a mile long. So we want to make sure that it's nice and secure. I don't want to be the weakest link, like literally the weakest link. So I'm gonna reinforce my stitches. Somebody said you can like double up the thread, and that counts as like you're like going a two pass through it. And I have mixed feelings about that. Now the reason why I have mixed feelings about that is it's not so much about just like doubling up the thread for strength. The idea is that you're creating multiple weave patterns in the thread, and if anything gets caught, it's not going to pull from that one section. It's going to pull from multiple points, so it's going to distribute the pressure throughout the beadwork instead of just yanking on one part and then it all comes apart. Um, so it's like you're interweaving stuff. So Marianne says Yule is a German or Czech name. And then Susan says, hello, AG Bead fam. I'm late, was attending an educational session at our city council's monthly meeting. Well, we're just about to start the show. What I showed so far, I talked a little bit about Leslie Pope of Twisted Sister. During the Creative Make Along, she introduced us to this Beading for Peace project. When you're beading, you're also supposed to kind of put good intentions into it and like not bead when you're like super stressed out. So if you're like super stressed, maybe like calm down and like relax a little bit, but you're imbuing it with the idea of peace, and we're gonna make a shield of peace for the Mall of America. I don't, you know, whatever. But so then what you do is you can get a thread zapper and the chip, chip, or I just take the real fine. Where did I put it? The sharp. I moved this because if I have it and it's like off over here, invariably my thread always gets caught on tools. I don't know what it is. It's like another one of those magnetic principles. And then you just kind of take it and pull it. And if you did enough knots, then you don't have to worry about it. But notice I didn't have to snip, I just pulled it. And then you get a nice close cut. As opposed if you try to like cut it sometimes, and if it's not super sharp and they don't meet up exactly, then you end up with this little fuzzy nugget at the end. I don't usually use a thread zapper. I just got a new thread zapper just so that I could like be cool. But the thread zapper, I usually forget to put the new batteries in, and then when I go to use it, then it's always dead. So I showed you how to make this little ring. And what you do is the next step is you take and make another one of these. And before you close it up, you insert it in between and then you do that. And so far, I've made a mental thing in my mind that I'm going to do at least a foot of beaded chain to send. I don't know if I'm going to do more or not. I don't really have a lot of time, but I really want to, I want to be supportive of different people's projects. And so I'm going to try to do this. So if y'all decide to do this, please let us know. And, you know, we'll show up. The AG Beat fam will show up and be like, now this is what you talking about. No, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying now. Getting wild. All right. So, William, are you doing holes or what? I don't know what you're doing.
He's not back yet. Let me make sure.
Okay. Because if I have to do this, the live also, it's going to be Struggle Bus Nation. Y'all know.
It's not back yet.
All right. So he can do it. He can talk y'all through how to claim and stuff. What'd y'all pick? Look, we made this. And then if you're like sensual, I guess you could make
Oh my goodness.
I didn't say it. You may be a little bit bigger. I surely hope. Anyways, I'd be quiet now. I don't need to get canceled. Though canceling doesn't stick, I noticed. There's plenty of people I wish that when they got canceled, they'd stay canceled. They just got like some. Okay, I'm gonna stop and be talking. That's how I end up on the vendetta time with a bunch of people. So we made some beads, y'all. Did y'all see that? How we made the beads? We made some beaded links. It's gonna be for a chain for the piece. Marianne says TMI. It's not my information. But oh, Twisted Sister, she's on now. Leslie, hi Leslie. We got inspired by you. Look, are you proud of me, Leslie? Did I do a good job? Did I make you proud? It's even Count Peyote. Doesn't look like hot trash, does it? If it does, you don't have to say. Kim says, what's the theme for today's sale?
What's the theme? It's gonna be Random Picks by Williams Day.
Kim, did you hear? William said, random treasures from Williams Picks.
There you go. There you go.
May says, I'll replay to see the beginning of the video. Oh, good. I want y'all to make these and then submit it so that they can actually go all the way around. Leslie says, I'm always proud of Andrew.
Oh.
Thanks. You didn't say it looked good though. Oh, she said your rings look great. Thanks. I tried hard. I used black thread, but I think in the in-between thread, in the in-between links, I'm gonna use that like neon fluorescent green. It looks like that stuff that they burn down everything in Game of Thrones. What's that stuff called? Something fire. I don't know. She puts the bomb and then with the green fire and burns them all up and then drinks the wine.
Underneath the cathedral.
Yeah, because they done made her walk nickety doodle through the whole town where people throw. I will. You know what? I did not like the incest, but you know what? I probably would have done Vendetta time too. I'm not above it. I'd have locked them doors too. Go by. All right. We want you to turn out the lights so you can see them glow in the dark. Dragonfire, they called it. All right. See, it's glowing so hard.
I don't know. You can turn out all the lights.
No. Do we have a black light? What were you doing with our lives?
I think they're all at home.
I used to carry one in my bag because I used to travel. And
You checking the hotel room.
correct. See if they changed the sheets. There was a time I'm not gonna be. I know Marion TMI, but I went to one of the hotels, and I work for a company, and they how you call did not always put us up in really good accommodations. It was like the cheapest that you could get, and there was all kinds of strange stains and mysterious smells, and I turned on that black light. I went down. I was like, I went to the what you call it, the this is back before the band. But I went to Target and I got new sheets and put them on the bed because I knew that if I went and asked them for new sheets at the front desk, they're just going to give me some more crusty musty. So I went and bought my own sheets and put them on just so that I don't get it's an itchy scratchy time. So there you go. We made some beads for peace. Maybe I try to stay like calm and zen while I did it, so that I'm not like imparting the vendetta time. That's the link that's gonna break. So I try to put the good energy into it. Leslie said they look great, so I'm gonna take that win. Huh?
You did a good job.
Yeah, she said she was proud of me.
That's good.
My dad wasn't, but Leslie is.
Oh my.
And they're like, oh,
Trauma.
I know. What day is today? Tuesday.
Generational trauma.
I used to work at the shop on Tuesdays, and this one customer, she used to come in every Tuesday and on during her lunch break, and we would have like basically therapy sessions. And she's like, "It's generational trauma Tuesday," and we talk about how our parents didn't really love us. There you go. Don't touch my stuff.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna get y'all started, and then Andrew's probably gonna have to jump in here because it's getting dark. Let me see. Oh, choices are clear or black. Which can you live with? Flex tape.
Do what?
Clear or black patches. Does not matter.
The one that looks the best. I do think I messed up my jaw. Because now when I open and close my mouth, there's a little click.
Oh, I always have clicks.
And
But my
this
job
one,
is,
on one side only. I think
I get a
maybe
lot
I
of
got
clicks in it.
inflamed.
You might have. You might also have a slight ear infection.
Maybe
'Cause you were-
gingivitis.
Maybe just an
Don't
ear
put
infection.
something up there. They're just looking at a ruler.
You keep distracting me.
He's gonna blame me for the naked screen, y'all.
You sit me down and then you start telling me about your problems.
I'm multitasking.
Says, I have no reason to lie to you, Andrew. Hugs, Andrew, says Leslie.
If I lost the beads, y'all, so I can heal myself.
That did you read May? That smart Andrew would have just slept in the tub.
No. No. I know to sleep in the tub. That also
No, that was
the danger, y'all. No, that was in Tucson, and I had to share a bed with somebody. So, like straight up in the bed together. And they kept trying to touch me. I don't like to be touched. So me and William, we don't even sleep in the same bed.
No.
We sleep in like Mary Tyler Moore saw as it was intended.
Where we have our own space and our own blankets.
Correct.
And our own cats.
I used to struggle so hard.
Leslie says, I have slept in the tub.
I don't want that. No. Where'd you get that?
Over there.
Mm.
We had these in blue the other day at, I think, $30. So I'm going to do these ones at $30. All right. If you're new, anybody new out there? Who's out there? What's going on? If you're new, I'm going to give you a lot number. If you'd like to claim that lot, send it to us in an email at info@allegorygallery.com. Just put FF1, for example, in the subject line and hit send. Please send a new email every time. Do not reply ever to an old email to send a new one when you're claiming. If you're asking a question and we're doing a whole threaded email thing, that's fine. Reply to an old email. But please,
it's not all just a random email.
Right. But please, if you are claiming, send us a new email each time. And if you do claim it, you are promising to take it if you get it. Everything is first come, first served by the way of the email. All right. Any questions?
If you're new, send us an email with your address.
Make sure we have your address, your shipping address, and your real name.
I'm not gonna say who, but we got somebody and we had to it was like 20 questions. What's your name? Why? Because we want to send you the stuff you paid for.
Right. This is a beautiful vintage dyed Chalcedony strand.
Marianne's favorite color.
Marianne's favorite color.
You know, I'm gonna make some. I'm gonna start a restaurant just so I can have like a pink pie. Marianne's favorite pie.
And this is a long strand, yo. It's for love, not for hate. 9.5 inches. Beautiful, faceted. We'll say they're rectangles. They're almost squares. Some of them could be squares. They are various sizes, but just to let's see, let's pick a middle ground here. Maybe this one. This is a
make the patch to the shape of a star.
Make a height, maybe. This is 10, 11, 12. This is 14 millimeters. No, 13 by Well, that one's a square, 13 by 13. Marianne says that is more magenta. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And special magenta.
Magenta. So that is and red evens is Mary. There are some reds in there, but okay. All right. There you go. So that is FF1, $30. Okay. Is it Mafani? Am I right? Welcome. Thank you again.
One way.
Is it Mafonway? Mafonway? Mafonway. I'm always getting the last bit of that wrong. Mafonway. I'll get it. I said
You
one.
need to write it down.
I do need to write it down, but I'm trying. If I write it down, then I'm not really recalling it and forgetting it and recalling it. You know how you train your memory.
I train my memory by writing stuff down, and then
Marianne says still don't really want it though.
but for somebody else, this may be a beautiful addition to your bead collection.
Beautiful addition. All right. Then I've got this lamp works. People were asking for some lamp work. All right. This is still stuff. I've tried to pull a good bit of stuff from whatchamacallit, Total Request Live.
Oh, the people request.
The people requested. So
Yeah,
look at
we do
this.
that. So even if we don't always get it that night, we'll forever after kind of keep it in the back of our mind.
Yeah. Look at this beautiful lamp work disc bead. How pretty is that? $15. And the widest part, it is about 28 millimeters.
Oh, I made a bread last night.
Yeah, you did. I had some of that today. That was pretty good.
All right, I don't have very many ingredients, so I was gonna make like a banana bread. So I try to make it like a banana bread. But
I was reading comments and let me make sure I didn't just break number 2. No, it's fine. It's fine. Let's see here. Oh, I'm also Annette Atomic from last night. I have 2 accounts.
oh,
Okay. All right.
it is
Secret.
your secret identity.
I know, right? Susan says that is beautiful. I know. Mafonway to Annette. AG People Choice Awards. What's going on? What's happening around here?
Who the favorite is?
That's a stunning lampwork bead, says Kim.
I was watching this thing with one of my business coaches, and she said that she's like, I don't want to say that I have favorites, but Andrew's my favorite. And all of these people were like, I'm the favorite.
Oh my goodness.
So they're like, I have cats too.
Yeah, they did.
It was like, whoa.
They were.
They got a little bit upset that she called me the favorite.
You got called the favorite. Let me cut one of these off here.
I was like, well, what can I say?
It says unpopular.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
No.
Got 4 of these. Boy, I am a mess. Oh, total request equals people's choice. That's funny. That makes sense, actually.
People's Choice Award.
I know.
Who's
These are
favorite is?
$7 each, and we've got 4 of them.
I
These
tell
are
my favorites are.
Cathedral cut. Cathedral cut, but no, they have a travertine. I think that's travertine on the edge.
It's real pale.
Yeah. They don't have the metallic like some of the other cathedral cuts do. And these are 6-inch strands. Barnaby is my favorite, says Marianne. Barnaby was out with me today. They were all. No, I think he's been having a rough time.
He's getting older. I know people don't like to talk about it, but it's just the truth of the way it is.
I think he's fine. He's just he needed different food. He was getting tired of his old food. We got a special on
He
food.
also acts up though.
He does to get what he wants.
Uh,
We got a special on half price food at one point. My mom got it for us, and
Thank you.
thank you. They've been living off of that. It's mostly the same. There are two different kinds, but it's mostly the same, and they've been eating it for a long time. And when he eats the same thing for a long time, like some cats, that's all they eat their whole life is the same thing. When he eats the same thing,
Because they're spoiled.
when he eats the same thing, he does not like it. And he stops eating. And then I got them some crunchies because I was treating them because they're spoiled. And
They don't eat crunchies because our one cat's died from it.
well, yeah, they dehydrate cats. These are $10. These table cut tiles. That's what they were. These are vintage Czech glass. So they got crunchies as treats, and now he's just eating mostly crunchies and not eating the wet food because it's the same. So I got them a different wet food today, and he chowed down. So hopefully he will be feeling better soon.
He emotionally
And it says,
manipulates.
"Oh, similar cut to what I got from you. Love it." Oh, good.
Which one?
Think the cathedral cuts.
Oh, last night? There's
These,
like an emerald green with gold on it.
yeah, it had gold. Yeah, last night. This is about 10 millimeter tile beads, table cut. Okay, let me check my messages here, make sure I'm not missing. Okay, and let me also refresh Facebook. I don't know if Andrew did that recently. I haven't since I started. Nope, nothing since Angela. All right.
Is there anybody watching on Facebook?
It says 0. Was Susie and Angela, but I don't know. Right now, it's not saying anybody. They got tired
of my beating.
This was 18. We're bringing it down to 14 for y'all. Nice low price tonight. For those of you who like African glass. FF5. Beautiful African glass. Recycled glass beads.
Ghana.
From Ghana. Beautiful colors in these. May says it was from a few lives ago. Dark yellow topaz. Oh, nice.
Oh. I don't recall that. That doesn't.
This is about 15 millimeters.
Splitter?
I don't know what it is. It's been going on for quite a while. Susie says, I'm here. Oh, there it reactivated you. It reactivated you. It must time out.
If people don't
comment for a while. Yeah, because now it's saying one person's watching.
Did our overall numbers go up?
Not on this, it hasn't activated her yet. But on this, on the screen, on the Facebook page, it did. Very strange how things work.
Somebody was telling me how I need to adopt the neighbor's pets.
Oh.
And I was like, I'm not actively looking to steal other people's pets.
For more pets.
Gilbert probably liked it. But then I said about the kitten, so
He did not.
he acted like he wanted it. Like he wanted a friend.
He did not.
I think his hate with them a little bit. Because they bullied him.
Okay.
Bless his little heart.
Let me check something here because I had these on the D stash. Gilbert is kind and sweet, except for when he's naughty. He does.
For the most part, he's pretty good.
He does get naughty sometimes.
He can be very loving, and it's adorable.
Oh, he's very loving. Okay, we had these on D stash at $12. I'm gonna put these at $12. We had them in purple.
I hold him like a baby, and he grips me.
And now we have them in blue. These blue vintage Czech glass snails, coils, whatever you want to call them. This is a nice long strand at about 12 inches. And we sold out of the purple ones.
But he also is jealous.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they all are a little bit. But if there's another cat on the same couch as me, he goes and walks off.
These are about 10, 11, 12, 13 millimeters.
So Lula, if there's somebody else sitting with me, she goes and she sits on them until they move. And sometimes she like tries to choke them out too.
Tries to choke them out. Yes, she does. She will sit on their heads, sit in their throats.
And Gertie's like, what the hell?
What the hell? She does. She's like, what the hell?
She does go, no. So just like that.
And I cannot believe these are still around.
What is it? Oh,
These Stardust.
Yeah, because we had those and they sold out.
I know.
Maybe people got too many of them.
We have this whole bag of these Stardust beads, and they are silver.
They're metal.
Metal bead. And
you do have to keep an anti-tarnish strip in them if you buy them, just because they will oxidize.
mm-hmm. These are about 8 millimeters, 8 millimeter beads. Here's what one looks like. You get the whole bag of them for $16.
Too cheap.
I know it's too cheap, but we have not sold it yet, even at that.
Well, I will string them up in smaller strings.
That's what people really want. Okay. Oh, the email popped up. Let's see here. We've sold one.
Oh, what?
F1.
We're popular.
We're popular. Thank you so much. We've sold two. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Where's
Make
my
it
bag?
fun, William.
Thank you. Thank you. You don't like it when I do that. You say it's not good. We sold two. Thank you so much, everybody. Well, you can make it as fun as you want when I'm out patching holes.
How y'all gonna do that in the night?
I don't know, but it's gonna rain at 3 a.m., so we got to do it. Do something. I don't know.
Y'all better be careful up on the roof.
I know.
You just told me about how they're doing Cirque du Soleil up there, and I was like,
it was like, Seif gets jealous if I paid too much attention to the boys.
I bet. They're like, what are you doing? Stop it.
Stop it, mama. You're mine.
I don't know. Do y'all consider them your children? Ours we do.
Yeah, we do. So I found this kit, and there's only one of them, and it's not online. And so I figured,
just take it apart.
Take it apart
and sell the individual.
Oh.
We're gonna do by the string.
Okay, you say so.
Yeah, because I'm tired of this thing where we sell it for like half the price and then nobody buys it.
All right. How much you want for the opalescent snails brand?
6.
6. Okay, we're taking it apart. Andrew's tired of selling them dirt cheap.
Look, so beautiful.
Opalescent snail strand.
You want it? Go buy it.
These are, like my mom. I know, I feel it coming out.
You love
It's
it.
8 millimeters, and that's about an 8-inch strand. One of those available. And FF9. This is a beautiful strand. I'm going to do 6 on that one as well, even though it probably should be more. FF9. This beautiful vintage check glass. This is like a faceted drop, like faceted in a wild way. It's really cool. This is about a 6.5-inch strand. And these drops are about 6 millimeters by 7. one of those available.
I think those pretty.
They're really pretty.
They're kind of a blue, but they have a little bit of a lilac color to
How
them.
much you want on that one?
7.
7?
Probably should be 9.
It should definitely be more. I was surprised since you're
Marking it up.
marking it up.
I'm not really. That was an expensive kit. Not expensive. It was just more money.
Yeah, it was a higher end.
Because there's a lot in it.
This is about a 10-inch strand, 10.5-inch strand of these twisted ovals, and they are about 10 millimeters by 12. All right, I'm going to put 3 away. None of the cathedral cut ones sold.
I'm surprised.
I know people have been asking for those like crazy. Guess we've hit the limit with those.
You know, it just depends who's watching too.
It is. It's true.
Because not everybody is interested in that.
Nope.
So
Nope.
that's what happened.
We've just sold 9.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna put that one
I
away.
really appreciate it. Since we have to pay for a hole in the wall.
Hole in the roof.
Uh,
Yeah, I gotta buy roofing tile, roofing sheets.
Marianne, did you hear what Marianne said about how much it costs?
What?
She says they're $225 in Canada.
I found one of the roofing sheets for about $50.
Oh.
But I don't know if it's big enough. It's 12 foot by 3 something, I think. And I think that's what ours are, but I can't be sure. So I'm hoping that's the price and not
$250.
$250. How much for these roller beads? 5?
Sure.
$5.
They're.
I don't know why we always sell them less. Like
I like them.
I know.
They're wonderful for leather.
Yeah, they are. Let me move this down.
The African glass beads are really good for leather too.
They're also a really good price.
Yeah, they are. They're not the small ones. Usually that's like $18 for that. So you get a little bit.
Here's this.
It says $18.
Yep. Here's these pretty lilac, lavender color check glass vintage ruler beads. This strand is about 8 inches. And these beads are about 8 millimeters. 1 strand available, FF11. FF12.
Do you have anybody? How many people are watching?
17.
Are there any beads that people are looking for in general?
Anything you're all looking for?
So that I can kind of sort my mind for tomorrow, maybe.
What do you want for this pair of S-word crystals? 10, 12? More?
6.
6 each?
Yeah, just do 6.
Y'all.
Brad people would be my friend, William.
Y'all. $6 for the pair
Generational trauma
of S-word crystal. We may as well just sold this as the kit because you didn't really charge much more.
You know how I'm sensitive. I can't have sass.
Can't have sass. Oh,
I hear somebody.
Somebody's out there. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go and try to get this done before nightfall.
Well, it is nightfall.
It's pretty much nightfall. Andrew's gonna help you now.
Oh boy, get ready. Who's ready?
Who's ready for Andrew?
I'm not. All right. So hopefully you all had fun and enjoyed that. Let's see. So far the last thing that got oh, that one sold. FF12 just sold. Thank you. Alright. I'm working on some kits. I'm working on a kit for the so we can pay for the hole in the roof. Um, uh, all the bags. So we watched um a little bit on micro mosaic last night. I love there's an artist that I really love. Her name is Cynthia Toops. I have one of her old beads, but I one day I aspire to have um one of her micro mosaic pieces. All right, let me put this away. FF8 just sold. Thank you. I'm like, where all the bags go? Let me go get some more. You know what? I don't know what William had planned, but do y'all like this purple action? Or y'all like, no. What do y'all want? I like it. Oh, look. These kind of go with that. You want to go like snail shell palooza spiral time. All right. So we have FF4, some check table cut check glass. Kind of remind me of a chiclet that got put on the ground. That probably is not gonna sell it. Um, and then we have this beautiful African glass. So if you don't know how they make this, what they do is old time they would take bottles that they had, so it's recycling, and pound it into a frit. And it's frit, not a frit. That's something different. That's like a genie time. Um, and they would pack these molds that they make out of mud and a little bit of straw. And then for the holes, they would use the stem of a cassava plant and they embed that. And as the glass heats up and fuses, that stem burns out and it leaves a natural hole. So that's why those all look a little bit different. See how that looks a little bit more organic style, but you got that kind of like brown glass from like a brown bottle and a bunch of clear with a little bit of green. So that's how they originally made those. I don't know if they still make them like that. But we saw um, there used to be a show that you could get is called World on a String, and we would watch that. And they showed how this is done, and this I believe it's still done this way. And I love these. And I used to make these in the summertime. I would make mobiles. So I would go down to the Loyal Hannah and I would get some driftwood out of there, or whenever we would go places, I'd have little bits of driftwood. And then I would take the waxed iris linen and string some of these up on it with different like shells or cultured sea glass. And it has a nice kind of like organic, um, kind of like a little bit more rustic style. And then I would put that with some crystal. So it's kind of a nice contrast of like that kind of natural materials with a little bit of bling. And I would also use vintage chandelier crystals for a little bit of bling also. So those are nice. That's FF5, only $14. Um, Dominique is watching. Howdy. Let's see. Kim says, always love purple. And then these ones are not really purple. They're more of like a periwinkle blue. And then on one side, they have a AB coating. And then on the other, it almost looks like it's an opalescent. But because it's a darker color, you don't really get that kind of juiciness that you do with the lighter one. Now, these ones, they call them stardust beads. And basically, what they do is they take a metal bead and they roll it into that kind of the power, like little bits of the metal, like the shavings. And then they heat it up and it fuses to the surface. And I don't know if they shine it up or they plate it or what they do, but it has a nice fun texture. They kind of remind me of Osage orange. Do y'all know those monkey balls?
Know where our broom is.
Which one?
I guess this. I think this is.
Just don't. Is that my fancy broom? Just don't mess it up.
No, I just need to clear off the sawdust that's up there.
Okay, just don't mess it up. Hey, do you need like isopropyl alcohol or anything to clean the hole?
It says it sticks to anything, so I don't even know if I'll be able to get that close to it. We're just gonna be slapping a patch on.
Oh boy, bless its heart and then some.
And do our best.
Here, let me have a piece real quick.
Have what?
Let me have a piece. All right. You've got somebody out there, so we
Yeah.
can't be wasting time. But this is what that looks like, the patch for the roof. So they go and shimmy themselves up on top of the roof and then stick it on. So if you didn't hear that news, we did end up with some damage from the tree coming down. So thankfully it wasn't worse. So now this one, I don't know if one talked about this, but this has a lovely like a twist to it. See how that catches the light? You know, a lot of times people are like, why are all these beads twisted? But I think it's nice. It adds a little bit, it catches the light, and it naturally has this kind of movement to it. And it's got the AB finish on both sides. So you got a flash there, and then you got a flash here, which I like. And it's that kind of a pale lavender color. So that's FF10, only $7 for that. And these are these roller beads. Some people call them crow beads. These are vintage check. They have a nice good hole on them. And I guess they're kind of like you could probably do some kind of stuff with like a jumbotron for like a delica because they have that kind of shape to them. I don't know what you would do. You need a lot more than on that strand, but that's FF11 and they're $5 a strand. All right, I'm gonna move everything off um, because we just went through everything, and y'all probably like, I'm tired of his talk. Um, Marion said, "Be careful." I tell that to William. He's not. He doesn't always listen to me. All right. If you saw earlier, I did a little demo on how to do even count peyote stitch. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed that. Yeah, that's still available. Just because I'm taking them off doesn't mean they're not available. But I do want to clear the deck a little bit so that we have a little bit more room for some new things. Um, let's see. All these bags are like jumbotron. Like I like ginormous, huge bags for it, and I'm like, I don't want some big, huge bag for it. So, what have y'all been up to? Did y'all do anything fun over the weekend? If we didn't see you yesterday, let us know. I know I saw a couple of people. They posted tributes to their um, family members who had served. We appreciate their service so that we can enjoy the freedoms that we do. Let's see. Let's up F7. And then let's see, do we have anybody say anything on Facebook? Let me refresh that real quick. Um, No new comments there. Um, May says, "Oh no, hope the repair goes well." Yeah, me too. I think it should be an easy fix. It's supposed to rain tonight. That always is a little bit stressful. Leslie said, "Thanks for the trade bead lesson, Andrew. I always wondered how they made their beads." Yeah, it's pretty fascinating if you think about it. I love when people can reuse stuff. So I love that they can recycle that glass and use that. All right. How about these? These are kind of a cobalt and they have kind of a pinky bronzy luster to them. These are fire polish beads, check glass. Let's see if I can see this. What is that? I'm guessing 5 by 3-ish, 5 by 3 fire polish check glass. This is going to be FF13. FF13. And it's going to be, I'll just do that $4. And we only have one of these available. All right, that's FF13, $4. All right, so let's move on. Oh, I'm over here like, how come this has we don't have them, but there's a big bag of them. There's 5 of them. We didn't even sell one. Oh well, what's happening? I don't know. So we watched that video on Cynthia Tubes last night. I was super super duper tired last night. So while we were watching it, I kept kind of dozing off. And let me see. I don't want to mess up his system here. He has a system, and I'm over here like, oh, I'm just gonna put this in here and here and here. Um, so we watched that video on Cynthia Toots and some of her work. I kind of want to try it, but her work is so distinctive that I don't want to like bootleg her work. Not that my work would look like her work necessarily, but you know what I mean. All right, let's do the next one. What do we got next? Oh, these are pretty. We had some folks over the last couple total request lives ask for more like botanical things and like leaves and flowers. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 9 of these available. And they're a light purple, but they kind of have a pinky, kind of bronzy kind of finish. And they're vintage check. They're a little shorty thing. I like how it makes kind of like its own little wreath. And that's, I guess, we on the purple tonight. Purple night, y'all. So this is going to be FF14. I have 9 of these available. These were 6. I could do it 450 a strand. There's 9 of these. All right, so FF14, 450 a strand, and we have 9 of them available. I like that luster that they have on it. It really makes them, kind of makes them glow. I don't know if you can see that on camera or not. Can you all see that? I like it. All right, let's move on to something else. Oh, some more table cut. Somebody asked for table cut the other night, so we kind of William dug around and found these. And we have 3 of these available. They're the vintage check glass. I really love these. I don't know if you'll like these or not. But there's a strand of these. These will go, they're about 7.5 inches. And they've got their table cut, and then they reveal that beautiful kind of like diamond pattern in the middle. But they have that kind of a greenish, maybe what they call that, travertine finish, and then they're green on the edge. So you can kind of see where, I don't know if these are solid red or not. So these ones, like, you can kind of see, like, I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a little bit of a bleed over. So I wonder if they're solid red. Sometimes the cane, they pull it, they can chop it up, and then they can have patterns in it. But it's got this beautiful kind of red pattern and green. Kind of has like a, I don't know, I kind of think of like Las Vegas strip style, like, those vintage neon signs. Um, Susie says, everything is so pretty. Well, thank you. William tried hard to pick stuff out. So this is that 7.5 inch strand. It's only $8 a strand. So this is I can't go lower because that's the vintage price. So I have 3 of those available. So this is FF15, and they're $8 a strand. And there's 3 of these available. All right. So this is FF15, $8 a strand. See, you can get that, the vintage price. And there you go. That's FF15. Oh, I see FF13 Cobalt Fire Polish. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. So yeah, I've been working on a couple different things in the studio. I honestly haven't been able to make very too much with, like, one night was gonna come and then we had the tree come down and stuff. So it wasn't really safe to be like trying to navigate all the stumps in the dark. Um so I didn't do that. Um let's do How about these ones? Maybe are you all sick of the check blast? I can move to something else. But maybe I'll do a couple more pieces in check blast and then I'll do something different. So you don't get bored of us. All right. See, how many do I have of these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna keep those. Uh, so sorry. Ooh, how about these? These are beautiful. I love these. All right, get ready, y'all. I'm gonna do something different than the check so that y'all don't get bored to tears. Switch it up. All right. So these are, I know some folks really like kind of like organic. There's a lot on this strand, and there's a lot on this. So this is a matte finish. This is it looks like a pre-night to me. It's got that beautiful kind of milky, kind of slightly greenish color to it. And it's a long strand. They're all irregular. And it says check glasses varied enough. They aren't boring. Oh, good. I hope I'm not boring y'all, because I don't want to do that. But you know, there's only so much. It's easier when there's another person here and I can just like go find stuff. But this is Williamson. This is a big strand. That's 12 inches. So it's about 16-inch strand. Big double stuff strand. There's a lot on there. So there's those little flat pieces. They're all irregular. So if I measure one, it's not gonna do nothing. But I love these. Let's see, this is gonna be FF16. So originally, let's see, F16. Originally they were 56, and now they're 36. I'll do it 32. And there's one available of this, even though there's a lot on there. And they're matte finish, which I think is really cool. All right. FF16, $32 for this strand. I only have one of these. I only have one of these available. I better be quiet though, because if they're like on the roof trying to concentrate and I'm all like hooping hollering, I don't want to get anything to happen. All right, so it's FF16, $32 for that 16-inch strand of stone. They're a matte, kind of a sea, like a little bit of a like a Luna moth green, kind of glowy, translucent green stone beads. They look like prehnite without any of the black, but I have to think about that. Um, so we've got those. Let's see. Kim says, I'm still dreaming about that dichro ball from last night's sale. Speaking of keeping stuff, LOL. May says, I agree, Marianne and Kim, about the check is varied enough. Yeah, I could see that. And Kim says, my comments aren't moving on this side. Let me see. I'm a fan of check. Don't want to speak for everyone. There's just such variety, is what Kim said. And then Marianne had said that check glass is varied enough that they aren't boring. Well, I'm glad that they're not boring, because that's what we had for the first bunch of them. All right, so let's see. I didn't get any claims. Let me see if I got any spam. No, quiet night for sales tonight, but that's all right. So let me clear the deck on this and make a little bit of room. So these are the Stardust beads. I like those. If I bought these, I'd put one of those anti-tarnish strips in just so that they would stain that kind of nice bright silver. They do get a little bit yellow if you don't. And that's because they do have a little bit of silver. They're not solid silver, otherwise I wouldn't be selling them for $16. But I do think that they're a plating that's that they use the silver, like a fine silver. And depending on like humidity and stuff like that, sometimes that can change the finish. All right, this one has to go away. Where's it going? I'm struggling for my life.
How are you struggling? What's going on?
I don't know. I just
I'm not used to doing that.
I know. I'm used to making sassy comments.
Faster, be sassier, be more lively.
I know. I'm like, no. Then you saw this bead. No, not really.
Well, it's patched for now, and he knows somebody who has some maybe scrap roofing tiles,
Oh, really?
so he's going to check with them.
Hey, he's useful.
He's he's not letting us alone for any of it. So we're just gonna look for more and see what we can get. We measured it. It has to be about 13 feet.
Boy, he's gonna go to heaven.
And he said we'll figure out a way to get up there and
Do it.
and get it done. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
What's happening? Look at these beauties.
I know. Make William do it. He's more entertaining than me.
Nobody grabbed any of these or any of these
No,
table cut beauties.
No.
$8.
I don't know. What am I doing?
It's not even.
I can't offer a show. I already showed a tutorial.
It's gonna actually own quite a lot of check glass. It has to be a color or a shape I don't have to really tempt me, says Marianne.
Oh.
A good neighbor indeed. Yes.
He doesn't actually live next to us.
No, he doesn't live next to us. He just owns the house because he inherited it for now.
Did he say how much she's gonna charge for it?
No, I didn't even ask. I forgot. We still have time to find out.
I'm like, is this fate saying that we should move next door? It's a beautiful kind of like Tudor style building.
FF17. How many did you get done since I was gone?
Robert.
What's happening over there?
I told you, struggle bus.
Struggle bus. Okay.
He thought I was joking.
I got these little fatties.
No, nobody wants that, do they?
I don't know. We'll see.
Ask them if they want that. No need to go and waste.
We only have a few of these left.
The thick
They're
acrylic
thick
with
acrylic
design.
with Andrew's bumblebee design. And
or whatever kind of bee.
Some kind of bee. And they're the thickies.
Since you asked for bugs.
And I've only got a few of them, and I figured I'd put them up here to see if anybody wants them. We sold them for a very short period of time and then took them down.
They were in a kit.
They were in a kit. We sold them separately, and then once the kit sold out, we stopped selling them and took them down. Does anybody want one of these?
If not, we'll put something else.
Let us know.
It's audience participation.
I guess so.
Otherwise, I get bored to tears, y'all.
Bored to
Let me
tears.
just tell you, I get bored to tears. And then what fun is that? Then I'm not fun and lively and sassy.
I know. Truth talking.
Maybe like, oh, here you go, Eeyore.
Eeyore.
Mm.
I guess nobody wants them.
Yeah, I don't like it either. It's too thick.
I think they're cool because they're thicker. You don't see thick stuff like that.
Well, the reason why I made them thicker is because in the thinner design, sometimes those little legs and stuff get kind of fragile.
So like this part breaks off sometimes.
If it's done in the thinner material.
Yeah. But I like the dimensional quality of these as they turn and they change. That's why I like the thick ones.
Ooh.
But it's all right. Y'all don't have to like what I like.
I'm not trying to undermine you.
No, just get rid of the things I picked out. That's all.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little bit. How much you want to charge for these? Normally they're like $12 to $14 right now.
12.
12. It's a lot of work for Andrew to make these.
Those are all pressed out by hand, Joel.
This
I
is
use my fancy powder on them.
FF17. Unless you didn't do that, right? Okay. FF17. Marianne said, I enjoyed the story of how the African glass was made.
And that's it tonight.
That's it tonight. That's what see what he's like. So this is a 4-leaf clover by Andrew. He used his fancy powders on this.
Look, it shifts on the light.
It sounds like I said fancy powers.
That too.
That too. These are all pressed by hand. These are polymer clay. They are signed and dated by Andrew. This is one of the last, I think the only remaining 4-leaf clover with the gold powder.
It's not. It's like they call it a sour apple color. Or maybe a sour apricot. I don't know. In one light, it looks greenish, kind of gold, and then in the other, it has kind of like a blushy color to it. See it? Your screen's got a different color to it.
Well, I just reshifted it.
Oh, because I was like, I can't tell what color anything is.
This is about 30 millimeters. One of them available, FF17. If you like Andrew's stuff, there you go.
Some of y'all is new, so you don't know about this, but I've been making these for about, I don't know how many years.
You want the big ones to be the same price?
Sure, I don't care. Well,
Marianne says, yes, Andrew, that was the only thing all night, LOL.
I tried.
I've got 3 of these. These are the blue with the fancy blue green powder. See that? See that? Shimmer shine. These are the sugar skulls. Almost called them floral skulls. Sugar skulls.
You can call it floral skull.
Floral skull.
You know, some they're not like a true sugar skull.
No.
They're a skull with flowers.
Floral skulls.
So there you go.
And these ones are a little bit bigger, but they're nice and thin. They're not heavy. And these are 35 millimeters. These would make awesome earrings, I think. They're nice and light. They'd be fun. FF18. FF19, the last of the frogs. No, some of y'all like the frogs. This is Andrew's frog with the shimmer shine. Love Andrew's polymer pendants. Got a couple, says May.
Thanks. Appreciate you.
Beautiful. We also have a large supply, well, assortment. Let's say that, because it's not a large supply. We have a large assortment of Andrew's polymer clay in the online store. If you haven't checked in a while, search Andrew Thornton polymer clay pendant or just polymer clay pendant, and a lot of great designs will come up for you. There's only a few of each left.
I was like, what do you mean a large supply?
Yeah, no large supply. No large supply.
Here, do this. We haven't shown this before.
I don't know if our people who like this are here. How much are these?
That's Muakai.
Mookite.
What do you think?
18?
Maybe 15.
15? I'm gonna say, what, 18 now? 15, because I would have priced it at 18.
There's
Mookite. There are 2 of them. For those of you who like Mookite,
they're jasper, and they're like, but there's not a lot of red on these. It's mostly the yellow one.
yeah, I was gonna say it's Mookite without much of the red.
There's a couple kind of purpley ones, but mostly yellow.
We got a little purple drama going on.
Drama bomber.
But look how pretty. Mookite faceted drops.
It's a long strand.
It is a long strand. These are approximately 10, 11, 12, 13
Usually 13 by 13.
by 13. And the strand length is about 14 inches.
And there are spacers.
14 and a half. Of course, there are spacers in between.
But that's so that they don't rub against each other and chip.
Yeah. So that's one strand. This is the other, friends. The other
Pretty
strand.
much the same.
Pretty much the
A
same.
little bit lighter, maybe.
This one's got some stripy ones in it. A few of the stripies. But pretty cool. Mookite. Never shown before. Brand new. Vintage, but brand new. FF20. FF21. Some of y'all have been grabbing Andrew's luxury bead blends. So I found another one that we haven't shown in a long time. And it's for those of you who like the rich kind of brown tones, beiges, browns. It's really nice. You want 12 or 10 on that? We've been doing 10. This one's a nice one. And I think it would go really well with the Mookite. Check that out. Let me dump a little. Where's my triangle? Why'd you steal my triangle? Okay. So these have dump a little into my hand here. These have some really nice beads in them. There are these like vintage check tubes. There are these beautiful wooden beads. There are these gorgeous kind of cubish, I don't know, check glass. It is check glass. Some table cut check glass. What? Table cut in there? Some roller beads, vintage check glass rollers. There's, I don't know if this is S word. These are nice crystals though. These are pretty big bicones.
Don't worry about it.
Those are, I bet those are S word. Those are really polished. And then you've got some of the smaller ones in there. And look at the rondelle. Isn't that pretty? And then
What are y'all having for dinner?
what are y'all having for dinner? Look at that. Look at that. That's almost like the ones we brought back from Italy. That's similar. I know they're not, but that's very similar to some of the stuff, that kind of almost pearlescent glass. And there's a lot more in each bag. So there are 3 bags available, $10 a bag. Whoa, and I'm trying to get it back in the bag. Oh, look at that. Look at that faceted heishi. Somebody was asking about those the other day, yesterday. Faceted heishi. We're just asking about heishi. That's some check glass faceted heishi beads. At first, May said ravioli and salad. I thought you were talking about beads, ravioli bead. I was like, ravioli's. I said, did I say something wrong? No, ravioli and salad. Oh, they're in there, little seed beads in there too, of course.
I would love some ravioli.
Oh, me too.
One of my friends, he's in Asia right now.
We've sold one of the 21 so far. Thank you.
And apparently there's a mushroom market, and he's in the mushroom market and he had a hot pot and it's only mushrooms. And it was delicious.
Let's see here. We've just sold 2 of number 18, so there's 1 left. Thank you so much. Like I said, we sold 1 of the mixes so far, the bead blends. Shrimp with snow peas is what Marianne had.
That sounds fancy.
Oh, I miss shrimp. I know shrimp is like one of those things. Some people say it's like it doesn't taste like anything.
I think it tastes good.
But you put it with some nice cocktail sauce.
No.
I love shrimp and cocktail, but I love coconut shrimp the most.
I like paella.
Yeah, paella. That's
fancy.
so this was
Have the little dehydrated shrimp.
What is this? This was serpentine, right?
I said it looked like pre-night without the black. So whatever that is.
Okay. Because I wasn't sure.
It is a serpentine. Basically, if you don't know what a green stone's called, you just call it serpentine.
Serpentine. It's really. I'm surprised. I'm not surprised no one got this because people don't seem to like the shards.
I love the shards,
but I think they're so fun to design with it. And at $32, that's almost half price, y'all.
Well, give it to me.
Andrew's taking it. He says it's fine. I even took part a smoky quartz one just like this, and people weren't buying even the pieces. Andrew's like, I'll take it.
I'm not gonna, See, gone.
Gone.
You missed it.
You missed it. I have to remember on my spreadsheet 16 is gone.
I'm even thinking of that.
He's like, it's going into his office. Snoozing and losing over here. And he's hiding it from me. Susan says, my hubs made his tofu pasta plus simple salad for our dinner. Yeah, sounds really good. Len had sausages, baked beans, and sweet potato for dinner. That sounds delightful. May says yes to shrimp cocktail, coconut shrimp, and paella.
I'm not gonna say. Well, I will say no now.
Yeah, now we say no to it, but Marianne says I love shrimp.
That was like a treat whenever I was growing up.
Shrimp?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't eat much shrimp growing up. But
Just because you're white.
yeah, my family, like my grandfather would eat like crawdads out of his springs, and I
Really?
like yeah, but
Those are different.
yeah, but some people in my family did not like shrimp, so
Well, some people they're not allowed to eat it because the
well, yeah.
religious
So
reason.
that's on my dad's side of the family. They were Seventh-day Adventist, and they weren't allowed to eat shrimp because they're considered a bottom feeder or filter feeder. Um, and so they weren't allowed to do that. On my mom's side, oh, we just sold another 21.
Oh,
Thank you so
really?
much. Marion says nope to coconut shrimp though. Oh, that is when I went to New York, we would go out for the night, and then my friends and I would go to this to the Renaissance Diner in Midtown,
Oh,
and it was open 24 hours, and I would get coconut shrimp and chicken rollantini. And it was like chicken rolled up with, I think it was like a prosciutto or a salami of some sort, some kind of ham.
y'all fancy.
And that's what I ate every night we went out and came back, and we had a little too much to drink. That was like how I sopped up everything in my stomach. Um, and it was good. It was good.
Y'all fancy.
Yeah, we were a little fancy.
I'm like, y'all got some ramen?
And then when I was in Brooklyn, we would go to that what was huh?
Sunset.
Sunset Diner. Sunset Diner?
Sun,
Sunset Bagels. It was Sunset because it was in Sunset Park, and it was Sunset Bagels, I think. And they were 24 hours, and they delivered 24 hours. So I would get sandwiches. Usually I would go and stand in
it's
line
like a block or
because it was a
two.
block or two away. But
That's still away.
sometimes we just get it delivered. And that was delicious. Um, we always seem to have Mrs. Paul's breaded shrimp during Lent when I was a kid, said Susan.
Oh, really?
Len says, I've had to give up shrimp and it sucks. Too much cholesterol. Yeah, they say that, I guess, huh?
Can you do a balance? Like if you like.
Up. We sold the third skull. All three of them
What?
sold.
Like
They
fancy?
love your stuff, Andrew. They love you. They really love you.
Yeah, right. Oh,
Oh.
I'm gonna be like Gilbert.
Mm. Yeah, I heard that too, Len, but I always seem to forget it when it comes to ordering, says May. I'm gonna order it anyway. This is FF22. There's only one of these.
We used to eat beet salad that had shrimp in it.
Oh, I love beet salad. I love beets. Look at all the fun stuff in this one. Now, this has some big stuff in it. This is the bag you will get. So you're going to get exactly what I'm showing you if you grab this one.
It was a cold salad.
And you get these glass drops.
We used to put it in gumbo.
Look, spiky beads. Some of y'all like those spiky beads last night. Tried to get some more. We only had a few left. Got some of these cracked glass beads. Oh, look, furnace glass. Not the fancy, but furnace glass. Yeah, it's not David Christensen, but yeah. And then look at this. Look at this cool dual color. Oh, thanks. Before I dump everything. And then look at these fun things. Look at this.
We should do something nice for their folks helping with the roof.
I know. I was thinking that.
Normally, I would get stamps.
I know.
I guess we could make a trip down to Somerset and get some gelato.
Gelato? Oh, yeah, that's
After
right.
warm enough. Probably raining tomorrow. I don't like to leave the house when it rains, so.
We've sold one of the 20s.
Oh, really?
Yep. So one of the 20s. Did it go to somebody who got a 21? I don't think so, because I thought this would be so nice together. Look at that.
You pick up
those warm tones and some of those deeper browns. All right, and then 22 is here. I'm going to put this away before I can't. This is a fully packed bag. Don't worry about it. I'm trying to entice people. I want people to like me, remember? FF23.
These busted. This for sale.
Here, you can have this one back. There you go.
I don't want that.
These have a few, yeah.
Well,
This is what he was looking at, y'all.
They're neat.
They're neat, but they're missing a few little glued in pieces here and there. Just a few.
Hey, has anybody seen Teresa Coulter lately?
I don't think I have.
I hope she's all right.
Amen. Okay, we had some people asking for artisan dichroic yesterday.
They want that glitter ball that I had.
I know. And I know some people may not have wanted the bigger pieces, the more expensive ones. So I found some smaller ones. And we have these at 14 each, but I'll take them down even further for y'all. 12 each. And there are 2 of them available. FF23.
So just like how I kind of cleaned up.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to tiptoe so much.
I know. I don't have to bang my feet around.
I know he shuffles his feet in here, and I said, "That's how you kick something."
These are dichroic dichroic artisan drops or pendants. Fused glass. Marianne says, Teresa, not lately.
Have y'all seen Helen lately?
I haven't seen Helen lately either.
Her kids are young, so
yeah,
maybe teenager now. Oh boy.
And these are approximately.
What about Charlie?
13 by 42 millimeters.
I'm gonna send a strongly worded message to Charlie.
Have you seen Charlie on Instagram at all?
No.
He used to talk all the time.
No, I haven't, because I haven't had any good cat memes.
Oh no. Kim says, oh sure, now you find the less expensive dichro. Well, stock up now before it goes away again.
You know, sometimes it's true though that sometimes like an artist, like if it's an artisan made, I mean, I don't know who made those ones, but like sometimes if it's artisan made, it is a little bit more spendy.
More spendy. These ones, they have a paper in here.
What did it say?
It says AOA Oak Harbor, but I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
Because sometimes that was the name of the maker, but sometimes also the name of the bead.
Like they have names.
This is like 103 and 109. I don't know. That's probably the old inventory number.
That was for their spreadsheet.
Yeah. Some of y'all like chain. I've got this long piece of chain, copper chain.
What book are you reading, Kim? I bet you're reading something. Where are you reading, Mary? What was that? That sounded terrible.
It did. Let me see how long this chain is.
Yeah, I got it.
I always forget about those.
3 feet, 6 feet, 9 feet, 12 feet, and some extra.
It's about 12 feet.
How much was it?
This.
Oh, that's too low.
What do you want it priced at?
You can charge that. It's fine.
We had it at 24.
Normally We charge by the inch, y'all.
Yeah. So what do we say? 12 feet of copper chain. Looks like this. Kind of a simple chain, but a little bit rectangular.
That's from pulling it through the draw plate.
And that is FF24, $22 for 12 feet of copper chain. FF24. Those Dichro are nice, says May. May says, Charlie, I have seen recently post.
Oh yeah. Her name is not cursed art.
Marianne is saying dietary cholesterol has a small effect on blood cholesterol, according to more recent research. Kim also said they sure are pretty. I know they're pretty.
So what you're saying is treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
I don't know. This is not a medical channel.
You're right. Let's see here. Just finished. Kim says Elizabeth Stout's new book, Things We Never Talk About. 4 stars. I just started listening to, is it Until the Coffee Gets Cold? Something like that. It's a Japanese writer and they translated them into English. There's like 3 books, I think, in the series so far. And I think I have it at home and started reading it in a real book. And then I kind of walked away from it because I was reading like 3 things at once and forgot about it. And so I saw it on Libby and I started listening to that. It's about some kind of time travel in a little coffee shop. Just my thing. Marian's reading Assassin's Quest, Tales from the Crypt, and the Moor Witch. We've sold 19. The Frog. They like you, Andrew.
Oh, they really
like you.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Amber's things are selling. All right. Not that I'm surprised. We do have one more of these. If y'all didn't snag that up, we didn't sell the 22. I thought this one would go real quick because of the beautiful beads in there. And then these go with this. Treat yourself. Right? You do that together. Right? And then the chain. What do you got there? You trying to place something in here?
Maybe. I'm looking at it in the light.
Trying to see what kind of stone.
It's got little bits of tourmaline in it, I think. Maybe.
Little bits.
A little more like garnet. We went on this hike once and they had a picture of these garnets and I was like, they're like, oh, they're all over the ground. You can just pick them up. And then so we went on this hike and hike up this mountain so that I could go and pick up some garnets. And there were apparently it was a close up.
A real close up?
Yeah, because it was like the size of sand basically.
Anna's asking any metal cast pendants by Andrew.
The cast ones.
Just got the ring. Got the ring by Andrew.
Huh?
Your cast ring.
What ring did I make?
Is it a chicken baby head on top of a ring?
Oh.
I'm reading Ghost Theater by Matt Osmond, says Susan. Len is reading Kip O'Connor Cozy Mystery Trilogy by S.C. Wynn. All right. This is some magical dyed chalcedony again. Vintage. Look at these old tassels on there. Vintage. Chunky. You like the big beads? Chunky dyed chalcedony. Vintage. Was 32. Not even doing $30 for this strand. $24.
What?
$24 for those beautiful faceted little egg nuggets.
I made this that's cast, but the stone cracked, so I stopped working on it.
Stone cracked. That's sad. That's really cool.
I put a shit ton of spruce. I don't know if I needed that many.
You got one to each leaf. It did come out though.
I bet.
You gotta just pop that stone out of there.
I don't know about that.
You don't know about that.
But I probably, depending on who the person is, the teacher, they've probably been like, "We could just use one."
18 by 26 millimeters on that nugget right there. And you've got one of those only. Last one of those. Last one left.
Ooh, nice.
Susan says, "You're killing my bead budget with all the glowy chalcedony goodness." Well, this is it. And look at that price. Cheaper than all the chalcedony we've had so far lately. I give you a really good price. Last one. Somebody.
Cast. Is this on the website?
Len says, "I have those glowy."
Are these on the website? Air over water.
I don't think so. Well, they might be in your bronze pendant collection on the website. Because this is bronze pendant, right?
It's a bronze clay that.
Yeah. Let's see.
We haven't got the casting set up, so that's why they're not.
Bronze pendants by
We have to
Andrew.
hook up the ventilation. That was one of our projects.
No, this one is not.
How much is it?
These are like $20 usually.
I guess you can sell it $20.
$20. FF26. $20. Air over water.
You like Florence and the Machine?
Bronze coin by Andrew.
I made that. That's the alchemical symbol.
He has other bronze coins in the online store as well, if you'd like to check those out. And
it's so dark in here.
We've just sold both of the dichro pendants. Thank you so much.
That big dichro bead.
The one you teased everybody with?
Yesterday.
Was it in that tray?
No. It's in a plastic box.
And you just lost it. Teased everybody and then immediately lost it.
It's hiding.
See what happens when you tease people? Am I selling this? How much am I selling this for? What is this?
Protected.
Did you decide what this is?
It's like a quartz with garnet.
Ooh, how much is that?
16.
Only 16 with garnet in it? Oh my goodness, y'all.
I don't know.
I just did 16.
But it is kind of a longitudinal shape, so I don't know.
May says, "Show it, Andrew. I only got a glimpse."
Don't worry about it.
Now you're all getting don't worried about.
Don't worry about it, May.
Look at these. So he says these are a quartz with some garnet. You can see the red in there. And he's only pricing this at $16
For a full strand.
for a full vintage strand. Where do you see this stuff? Here.
I don't even know what I can't remember we got it. But I must have been I ordered it away to the barn.
Uh-huh. Probably paid more than that yourself for it. It's about a 16-inch strand. It has the spacers in between, but you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of the little drops. We'll call them little drops. They're not little drops. These are pretty big. Each one is corner to corner about 38 millimeters. 38 millimeters, corner to corner, FF27. Only $16. That's $1.60 a bead, y'all. $1.60 a bead only. Okay, I guess nobody needs any luck in their life
Oh,
because that didn't sell.
oh my word.
Nobody need any luck in their life. All right, 17 going away. Everybody's lucky. Maybe they all feel like we need to keep the luck. Thanks.
You want some Venetian glass?
Anybody want Venetian glass? Andrew's going through his treasures for y'all.
Getting bored.
Getting bored. FF20. The there's only one of those strands left. Thank you so much, those who grabbed that one. FF20. And then 21, there's one of this. Nobody's going to take this last. How come everybody leaves us with one bag of these ultimately in the end? We've got like one bag of every mix you make. We end up with like one bag floating around.
That's so that you remember.
That's so we remember. So FF21, we still got one bag of those.
Remember.
FF22, we've got this one bag of these floating around here. These giant quartz tabs are so cool, says Kim. I know, right? They are fun. FF22. Okay. Let's move these down. Chain, nobody wants. Tell Sydney, nobody wants.
I can keep it chain.
Bronze, nobody wants. Quartz with garnet, nobody wants. No. I know, y'all. I know. FF, what do you got for me over there, Andrew? You said Venetian.
I was thinking about it.
We've got 28, 29, and 30 to go.
What time is it?
10 o'clock.
Are you all tired?
We've only got 12 people watching.
Oh, what happened?
I don't know, but there's only 12 people watching. Tonight is a slow night, quiet night,
From the weekend.
silent night. Yeah, probably recovering from the weekend. I know I am.
You worked hard.
And it's not over yet. I was hoping it would be over. We'd be done. We'd just sweep the roof, be all nice, no problems.
Here, let's punch it. Let's just line it up.
You act like that's easy.
Here, do that one.
You act like it's easy. You know how this job is. You were trying to do it.
Yeah,
how much
but
are we
it's
doing?
easier when you have some moral support.
What were we doing these 12?
You can do that for 8.
12. Andrew's he's just pushing it all out there. Venetian could be interesting, says May.
There are some really pretty ones.
He's like, yeah, but you're not seeing them tonight.
You're making me sound terrible.
You have bewitched me. $12 for the polymer clay.
Y'all know where that's from?
FF29.
Y'all don't know where that's from, or you know?
That's the worst.
I bet you know.
I know.
Yeah, I know, because you're forced to watch it over and over.
Over and over and over and over and over and over. $8 each. 2 of these available. These are the wood texture, wood grain from the Wood Tribe kit we once had. Competition, actually. 2 of those available. What did Anna say? Metal clay, I mean. Oh, instead of the cast, the metal
do
clay.
casting.
He does do casting. I don't know why we can't get our video on Facebook up.
I don't know.
It's not working, y'all.
Whatever.
Can't see any messages up there. FF30. How much you want on that one? Do 10. On those little sunflowers.
They're supposed to be dandelions.
Oh, dandelions. Dandelions. FF30. We may want these lots, but most have to do things like eat. Susan.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
On the AG diet.
On AG diet, AG cleanse.
I'm fasting today.
Marianne does not believe in good luck. Anything good requires effort, she says. However, bad luck might be real.
That's like Oprah. She said it's opportunity meeting preparation. Now I know there's people who's lucky.
Yes, there are.
They're like they just stumble upon good fortune anywhere they go.
My old boss was like that until he pushed it too far. He was until he pushed it too far.
He is unlucky.
He was very lucky. He was very lucky for a long time.
Bless his heart that's shifted. So and then there's people who have good luck. What you talking about? Just be like, they go to the thrift store and they find this amazing stuff that's like basically free. I find like somebody's used panties.
You never found any designer paintings or
I know they're like, I just happened
famous
to
artists.
thing. Oh, what is it, everybody? And then I'm like, let me tell you what it is.
Let me tell you what it is.
Thing that's one of my favorite artists made, and y'all found it for $3. And yeah.
Facebook, come on. There we go. There we go.
It's gone.
It's going finally. Let's see. Susan says LOL AG cleanse.
What's more important than food?
Beads. Who needs to eat? All right. What do we got next?
Beauty.
FF31. What is this? This one here? This little thing?
What is that?
This little one?
You think?
I don't know.
Not my favorite.
That's not my favorite either. Let's say no. Okay, you said to go to 40. I'm ready.
He says ready.
Here, let me do these check glass buttons. Maybe somebody will want one of these. We've been selling the check glass buttons a good bit lately. This is the $7 one. 2 of them available. This is the Fox and Grapes, but in this beautiful deep navy or cobalt blue.
It's a good thing that I don't have to do tour requests tonight because I can't find anything. I see it and then it just goes on the ground and disappears.
Welcome to my life. May says yes. Hashtag AG bead cleanse. Don't get it wrong. We're not cleansing out the beads. We're cleansing for the beads.
The hunger makes the beauty.
The hunger makes the beauty. Marianne says, I do need to eat, otherwise it hurts. That's just beauty coming out.
Just look at the beads.
Just look at the beads longer. Oh boy.
Nobody said Prime Prejudice.
Nobody said it.
Oh boy. We're going to have a movie watch.
I know, movie night. This is 26 millimeters.
I mean, you can read the book,
metal shank, vintage check glass bead. This is that cobalt with the silver.
I know some of y'all probably don't like Keira Knightley, but she did good. She did good in that movie.
Why don't we like her?
Some people just think that she just is like one character.
Oh, I don't know her.
But she was good in that one.
That's good.
They said that she wasn't going to get hired because she was too pretty.
Oh. Could you hand me my juice water, please?
Because Elizabeth Bennet is not, what's it? Is that Elizabeth Bennet? James's sister? I think it's Elizabeth. My pearl. So they said that she's supposed to be a little bit plain.
Oh yeah?
That she was too pretty for the role. But I guess she convinced them somehow.
Okay, y'all. I brought this price way down for you.
Matthew McFadden played Mr. Darcy.
These are hand-cut green apatite high-end ovals. Look at that. Super clear green apatite. Those are that hand-cut shape. was $36. That's from the store, y'all. Pulled a strand from the store. Give them to you all for $30 for the strand. Look at the quality of those. Usually you get a little bit of the cloudiness in the apatite. You don't see all the way through. This is really pretty.
For apatite, usually it's that kind of blue color.
Mm-hmm. It's a
You
green.
don't see that green.
You don't see green apatite very often. And at that translucency, this is a 16-inch strand. The pebbles do vary, but this one, for example, is about 6 millimeters. One strand available, FF32. Hearty appetite, says Marianne. It's nice. Green appetite. May says, yes, Marianne, I do get hangry while I miss meals or a snack, or when I miss meals or a snack. That'll go away too.
Ramen tastes good.
Ramen tastes good.
Delicious.
Andrew loves the ramen.
I do actually.
I do too. I don't know how you can't like ramen.
You know, some people don't, but I do.
I think they're wrong.
You know what? Don't yuck their yuck.
Don't yuck their yuck.
Not everybody likes the same thing. That's all right. That's what makes people beautiful.
Marianne gets heartburn if she doesn't eat regularly. That's
acid.
FF33. That's probably what was happening to Barnaby.
That's why she likes them.
Mm-hmm. He wasn't eating enough because he didn't want to eat the same food over and over again. So he gave himself acid reflux and heartburn. Here's a pendant by Harry. Skull and crossbone pendant. Super cool. By Harry Wood. Ceramic. $14 only.
Did we do this strand?
This is 28 millimeters by approximately 45 with the bell. One available.
This beautiful Jasper strand.
We never did that last night. No. You asked people if they wanted it and nobody said yes.
Maybe they were tired.
Maybe they were tired. Let me put this bronze. Nobody got air over water.
I thought people wanted that.
Nope.
Oh well, go away, little stray.
Go away, little stray. I need a bag. You said that. Let me see if I've got a bag. There's one right there. Oh, nice. I have a huge box of bags over there. I need to bring it over here because this is where I use them. FF26 going away. FF27, the quartz with garnet going away. $16. I know. Wrong again. Okay. FF28. We'll leave that out for a little bit longer. You have Bewitched Me. Is it bewitching anybody yet? Look at the color on that. Andrew did a good job on that. He hand lettered that backwards in his hand carved it backwards in his mold and then hand pressed these and then hand decorated each one.
Here, I only have 2 of these. This fits in my video I posted today.
Fits in your video you posted today? How much are those?
75 cents each.
FF34. 2 of these, not even $1 each. He's really trying to get you to like him. These little bird in a nest.
Bird
eggs in a nest. Andrew's been watching the robins build the nests.
Yeah, they're kind of like a little bit. They're like they flick it, and then they're like.
May says, I love packaged ramen. Sapporo Ichiban brand is a favorite, not cup of noodles though.
No, there's a cup of noodles.
That cup of noodles, that, what is it? Spicy, sweet, spicy Asian?
Spicy one.
Sweet and spicy. It is delicious. I know.
No hesitation.
They need to package that into a sauce that we can make. Like we need to be able to dump that sauce into noodles. buy the bigger packages.
I'm sure they have that.
Marion says, I like ramen, but it is relatively high in sodium. Oh, of course it is. The packaged ones, anyway.
A lot of delicious things are.
Yes.
Because that's where the flavor comes from.
FF35. How much you want?
I'm so hungry for that right now.
How much you want for the
$10.
$10?
Let's punch it. See if anybody likes me now.
$10 for the Jasper strand. This would go really well with those Mookite drops we had earlier. Look at that. All those little Jaspers. All the beautiful color. This is a vintage strand. It is 16 inches. These are, I think, 8mm rounds. May says, ooh, sounds yummy. Need to try the new flavors. Well, we like it because it's one of the very few that's vegetarian. Even the soy ones often have beef or chicken stock or powder in them. So it's vegetarian and it has no MSG for my heart. I love MSG, but I have to keep it at a minimum because it's not supposed to be good for people with AFib. Unfortunately. I love the MSG too. I have no problem with it in any way except it could kill me. Yeah, apparently. I don't even know if that's true, but that's what some.
Fast after you ate.
Yeah, my heart did start beating faster after I ate some.
So let's not tempt fate.
No, they are in most. It is in most potato chips. So sometimes when I get potato chips, it's in there. I try and get the potato chips without it, but all the fun flavors have MSG now.
Not for you, that's for me.
That's for you. I like fun flavors too.
You should be used to the double standard.
Yeah, but the food industry doesn't have to double standard me.
Well, they do.
I know. They don't need to be doing that.
Oh, wow.
Oh, well. Putting these away. Boy, we haven't had a claim since 23.
All right. You tell us what you want instead of us guessing, because us guessing's not doing it.
Apparently not. Nobody wants any of these things. What else is happening, y'all? Let's see here. Oh, it's only deadly, nothing to worry about, says Marianne. That's right. It's only deadly. Why should I worry? There have been about 18 helicopters flying over. Guess that sounded like a truck, but it sounded like maybe it was a helicopter.
All day today.
Yeah. Tons of helicopters flying, very loud helicopters flying over. Building the UFC thing at the like I know.
If our representative from our district wins, do we get extra rational?
Sad, but too close to possible truths anymore.
They say that like they were gonna put people on them if they win, then they get citizenship.
I did not hear that, but it's very, very possible. How about these? Somebody wanted heishi. These are faceted heishi. Somebody wanted a blue color. Maybe they'll like these. FF36. Do these for $6. Vintage check glass. Faceted heishi. In cobalt.
I was like, can we just have like regular government?
I know.
This like razzle dazzle time.
7-inch strand.
Like, infrastructure. Like, can we do like infrastructure and like roads and stuff?
I know. Get back to building some nice bridges and roads again. Maybe put in some more railroads.
I know.
Passenger trains. 6mm.
Rail so many times, and they've just put all this money for it aside. It's like, where's this money going? Because the money has disappeared.
disappeared, but we ain't getting no more things.
But I'm not on a train right now. So.
I know. We ain't got no trains to
And they've been
Pittsburgh.
doing this for about 30 years. So it's like, because they've been talking about this, like, what you call it, the fast bullet trains.
I know.
Anyways, you're gonna get me in trouble.
FF37. I'm gonna do these. Somebody wanted bicones yesterday. They're liking the bicones. Look at this bright orangey red bicone. These are the vintage Chinese glass bicones. These are the smaller size, which I think was 6 millimeter. Yeah, 6 millimeter. $7 for the strand. One strand of this bright color available. I like these two colors together. These cobalt and that bright orangey red. What do you think of that? There you go. FF37.
Hey, did you see that bag of bags?
Huh?
The new bags? Did you
New?
use them?
Maybe. I don't know. Oh, we've sold 36. Yay!
Hallelujah.
Yay!
Broke the streak.
Okay.
The sad time streak.
I like those cobalt faceted Heishis. Okay, let's move on. What else I got in this little magical box? How magical is this magical box? Oh, ooh, these are nice. Okay, FF38. If you need more small bags, they're over on the shelf. Should be in the box. Hopefully, I didn't empty the box. This is for 12. These are a little bit more special.
We're gonna make stir fry tonight.
Yeah, I'm ready for it. I was ready for it last night, but then we just had sheets because we
I
got
was so tired.
Andrew was so worn out and he was feeling a little bit under the weather. He's feeling like he's getting a fever or something.
Yeah, and then of course I go lay in the bed to go to sleep, and then
you wake up.
I basically go to the bed so I can wake up.
Yeah. Look at these, y'all.
And then I felt better. It's so weird.
Check those out. Those are some nice bicones, but they're not long bicones. Like you see how these are longer? These are not. They're more like a pointed rondelle.
Bicone party.
Bicone party. But look at this, look at the glass.
We did that last night.
Yeah, look how pretty the glass is on these. It's really sparkly. This is a long strand, 16-inch, well, 16.5-inch strand approximately. Vintage crystal or vintage glass bicones. These are 6.5 to 7 millimeter. One strand only, $12. FF38. Somebody wanted some lamp work. How about this pretty lamp work?
What about these? Is this seasonally appropriate?
You want to do those instead?
You can do them all.
We're only going to 40.
Maybe 45. You don't know.
Oh. Ugh.
We're gonna knock down a little bit of money for me.
FF39. I know. We gotta replace that piece and do something nice for our neighbor helping out.
I know. I'm trying to think of what would be nice. I don't really know them, so that's the thing.
I found out he sells light bulbs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what he does.
Maybe like for like our cottage.
I know. I'm like, what kind of lights and light bulbs? This is a beautiful, chunky.
Wholesale.
Pretty much, this is wholesale. Look at this lampwork glass bead.
No, some of the light bulb.
I know. $20, but that's like wholesale. $20 for that lampwork glass. I think it would go really nicely with some of the Jaspers we've had tonight, or that the luxury bead blend of Andrews. Let me.
Listen, Linda.
Listen, Linda. Look at that. With that, some of those nice wooden colors in there. Or if you have, look at the beautiful teal on that. Really, really nice. This bead is from the pointiest to the pointiest, about 28 millimeters. Marianne says, our city wants to replace some bridges because they say maintenance would be over $1 billion.
What? Do you live in Washington, D.C.?
I know.
How come everything costs $1 billion now?
Because politicians want $1 billion. That's why.
Line the pocket.
Mhm.
They're like, cost about $10 and some spit.
That's how they fix it. So they can fix it again in 2 years.
And
You're going to put that away?
anyway, you can get me in trouble, William.
Not me.
Yeah,
Mary Ann said it, not
I'm
me.
gonna hold back.
He's holding back. He's holding back. I don't
I
think
need more people talking about how I can't control my mouth.
Gonna put away Harry's pendant.
Nobody got it?
Nobody got it.
Yeah, maybe it's all not the thing anymore.
I know. Nobody likes skulls.
For a while,
We couldn't do enough skulls.
well, I had a store before we had our store. We
Oh,
had
yeah.
I had an online store, and all I sold was skull beads.
How many are you giving me? What are you doing? We're not gonna be. We gotta get home in time to make stir fry tonight.
It's fine, just do it, William.
We're not making enough to eat at Sheets again tonight.
Go ahead, try it.
Oh my!
They said
Listen,
they like check
Linda.
glass. So I found some check glass in beautiful color,
Listen, Linda.
brown.
Brown, beautiful browns. He says you don't like brown.
Barnaby's brown. Nobody got those.
Nobody got them, not even for 75 cents.
Boy, what we do?
I told you. I told you.
Is there people watching, or is there like
There are
3
11 people watching.
All right, what we gotta do to make it get it up?
Actually, the counselors asked the city engineers, "Are you sure you can't save the bridges?"
Yeah, I remember they're spitting wishes.
They're like, "Yeah, you can save them, right? For $1 billion. Let's do that."
How is that even possible?
I don't know.
Like that's 100 million.
I know. It's insane.
Or are they like weaving it from gold?
It used to be things just cost $1 million or a few million. Suddenly, we make this jump to 100.
You can't even count to $1 billion in your lifetime. If you went and you were like 1, 2, 3, 4, we'd all be dead.
I know.
And somehow, everything's like $1 billion.
Everything went for $1 million, a couple hundred million. Suddenly, everything's $1 billion.
And it's like, and then they said that the poor millionaires, and I was like, what?
I'd love to be one of them poor millionaires.
It's like that Mr. Beast. He's a billionaire, totally a legitimate billionaire, and he said, "Oh, I don't have enough money for McDonald's." That made me so mad.
Corn pearl coated ivory pearl vintage beads. These are German resin.
I'm supposed to be focusing on peace, William.
I know. What are you doing?
My blood pressure's going.
I can feel it. It's tense over here, y'all. Wow. This is 24 millimeters. I'm trying to 24 by about 10 millimeters.
And then like
from our friend Ava Motherwell, corn.
He gives to the poor people. And I said they have to pay taxes on it.
Yep.
He's not actually giving it from his personal bank account because apparently he can't afford McDonald's.
Yeah.
And I was like, so, but he can buy a neighborhood? How do you buy a neighborhood? And they're like, well, you borrow it against the money that the stocks that you don't have.
Marianne says the high level bridge is a landmark. Still. So it's a landmark. Okay.
What did they pay $1 billion when they built it the first time?
Here's the corn.
I bet they paid like $100.
This time in called rust. Pearlescent rust.
I don't know. Maybe it's different in Canada. Is that Canadian money or is that U.S.?
It doesn't matter. The economy for the country is the economy for the country.
I don't know. I just get where I don't like waste, and I don't like where the people
just spouting out $1 billion.
especially when like people who are comfortable. I mean, they're not. It's not like they're like suffering. These are people who are like on yachts in that are like that have a yacht that goes inside of a yacht,
Mm-hmm.
in like a plane that goes on the.
Kim says Andrew needs to teach how to peyote a corn husk for those adorable cob beads.
Wouldn't that be cute?
That would be cute.
Good
Good job trying to distract Andrew.
trying to
Derail
The
this.
thing is like
Nobody wants to think more about
about
politics during the live.
it's not really politics, economic.
Definitely not a billion, says Marianne.
Well, I just think that it's one of those things where there is such a gap in people, like everyday people, and
People just think a billion is too close to a million.
And it's not though. It's
No.
not.
And people don't get it, and they're using that to manipulate people.
But also, there is such a wage disparity between people who, the everyday person.
How much you want on those?
6. And the billionaire class.
Here's the beautiful browns.
And it's shocking to see people who make a poverty level or below defending billionaires. And it's like, you can't make $1 billion on your own.
Nope, it's impossible.
There is no way that you by yourself can make that by yourself. You are the only way that you can do that is from other people. And people like trying to justify it. And it's like, how come we are in this alternate reality where this is okay that we can treat people so poorly and like cut all public services to people?
This is German glass. Vintage German glass. Green, kind of opalescent. It's really pretty. And these are from our friend Ava Motherwell. And vintage German. And these are about 8mm beads. And that's FF43. $12 for the strand. 1 strand available. Susan says, I find it very weird when regular people defend billionaires. They have no conception of just how large a billion is. It's true. They have no idea. Andrew left the room. All right, let's do 8 on these. He always leaves the room and leaves stuff for me to price. FF44. Are these vintage check? These are also vintage check. You see how blingy these are? Look how pretty those are. That AB, almost like a silvery AB finish on those ones. I didn't talk about those ones much. These are about 5mm. And then you have these ones, which are a matte with that kind of metallic finish. These strands are larger. This is about an 8-inch strand. And these are about 8mm. Got 2 of those available. And let's see here. FF45. We've got Drooks. I'll do these at $6 a strand. 2 of these available. Let's see here. Marianne says, we never used to talk about billionaires because someone who was a millionaire was beyond most of us. And Kim says 38 and 44 may go well. Let's take a look. Let me show you these first.
Well, if you're a billionaire and you're watching, I apologize.
No, not really. It's like, unless you're buying beads from me.
Let's do it. Oh shit.
I know. These are these little drukes, vintage check glass drukes. This is a 6-inch strand. These are about 6mm drukes with that AB. And Kim's talking about probably all of these would go nicely. These would go nicely together. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that blue in there.
I kind of like the purpley kind of beads that we had earlier this evening, and the browns because of manganese.
The manganese. There are those. Look nice together. And then also, let me move these down a little bit because, but wait, Andrew found more for y'all. Let's see here. Okay, we're going to 46. So we got to go to 50 now. FF 46. Let's make these $5. 2 of them available. Nice combo, Susanna, isn't it? FF 46 are the dagger beads in that brown blue flirty little color. Isn't that nice? Those are really pretty. So it's FF 46. All right, I'm going to put 38 away. Nobody grabbed that one, at least not yet. Let me find bags for everything here. We'll put 39 away because I found the bag for that first. And 38. Those bicones, $12. 40. The corns. Nobody wants the corn. That's playful.
Well, it's almost corn time.
It is almost corn time, right? It's getting closer anyway. Well, knee high corn should be knee high by the 4th of July, is what my grandfather always used to say. Of course, they rush it now. And
yarn that. Isn't that where we get corn?
we I don't think we go there anymore. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see here. Can you tell me about 43? Vintage German glass from Ava Motherwell?
They're really pretty. They've got a little bit of opalescence to them.
They do have some opalescence to them. Vintage German glass. Little kind of pinched, 4-sided pinched shape. Put 42 away. Let's see here. Gesundheit.
Thanks.
Somebody just tried to grab 5. I don't know if it sold. It doesn't look like it sold earlier. I don't know what 5 was. Oh, let me look back. That's the Ghana glass. Ghana glass. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You noticed that I was driving. That's okay. Len says I have the corn. Oh, Marianne says this billionaire haha is going to say good night.
Nighty night.
Nighty night, Marianne.
If you can't sleep, count your billions.
Count your billions. Let's see here. Then I'm going to put 43 away, the vintage German glass. All right, 44 are these two. Let's see here. 44 and 45. 2 of each. So those just sold. Thank you so much. Let me take those away. 43 also just sold. Thank you so much. Now people are liking your brown, Andrew.
Oh, wow, thank you.
Kim says I have a project for one of the corn beads, but don't need them all. Just one corn bead. Okay. Huh?
Years.
There are no single ears. All right. What do I got here? FF47.
Friend who uses vintage corn molds to measure out pewter. So they're made of cast iron, and they're in the shape of little corn. And so when she's figuring out her design, she's always like, "Well, that's like 2 years of corn." And I'm like, what? At first, I was like, "What are you talking about?" And then I saw that she melts her pewter in those molds, and so that's how she kind of figures out.
That's how she sizes everything. 2 ears of corn. Nice. Let me see. Okay, maybe somebody will want some of these. Do I have? Okay, I've got two. These are going to be $6, and I have 3 of them available. Boy, that's an awful 3. But I do have to take these. These are ones that were super glued. I gotta tie these together. One moment, everybody. Maybe with 3, maybe 3 with earrings. 3 ears. Okay.
Cute.
FF47 are these purpley color vintage check glass seashell beads, or Madelines. You can call them a Madeline too. Seashell. I guess they are modeled after a seashell anyway, but beautiful. Yeah,
I made some recently, delicious.
I do like a Madeline. 8-inch strand.
Sad day when that warrior king couldn't.
Oh,
There was
about 9mm beads.
patisserie, and she trained, and
So good.
her and her dad went to France, and they trained to be pastry chefs, and they were so good. And I had things I never even heard of.
I know. They made such good pastries, and I don't. I mean, I know why they couldn't last. It's hard when you're making new things every day and trying to sell out, because a lot of that stuff you couldn't save much more than a day or so, and then there's no preservatives in it.
And people just weren't trained to let go every day.
No, everybody buys things from the supermarket, and it's lasts 2 weeks, but it was so good.
I think also they were in a situation where they had to make their business work,
Yeah.
and it just wasn't pulling the numbers.
Mm-mm. That was super sad though.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think they ever did like shipping or anything.
No, I don't think so. Let's see. What are these? These are $6 each. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. Got on a little sea theme here. Got these sand dollar charms, pendants, and they're gold plated. FF48, $6 each. And I've got 6 of them here available at $6 each. These are approximately 16 by 20mm. And look how nice these would be with the shells. That kind of purple with that gold. I love that combination. Really pretty together. And these are nice that they're designed on both sides too. And FF48. FF49. Ooh, I cannot believe. Okay. Okay. I cannot believe this is still available. FF49. I just unburied this one. Check those out. Vintage check glass, $4. Everybody, $4. That was the old price. That's still your price. Huh? The new price is going to be much more than $4. Look at that strand. Those kind of metallic blues and greens and bronzy colors in there. This is a long strand too. This is an 8-inch strand of these kind of rondelles, 8mm, one strand available. FF49 also goes really well with these gold pendants. Look at that. Sand dollar pendants. One of those available. FF49. And FF50. Last one of the night, y'all. I am not doing any more.
You only go to 60?
Nope.
What about 60?
Nope. Neither do the 7 people probably who are still here with us.
Retired. Baby shark.
Okay. These were 15. We're going to do $10. You get 10 of these for $10. FF50. These are blacklight glowing vintage check glass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Vintage check glass. Kind of this purpley green color. Also goes really well with the purples here. Looks really nice with these here. We've just sold 49. Thank you so much. Multiple times. Only got one. And this glows under a black light. These are these kind of, what are they? How many sides? Let me see if I can count. Hexagon shaped tubes. And these are about 7mm by 23mm tubes. Vintage check glass. Really cool. They glow brightly under a black light. And that's it, y'all. Thank you for those of you who hung out with us so late tonight. We normally do 30 lots, as you all know. We did 50 tonight.
Just show this real fast.
What am I showing?
Let me keep, I'm gonna keep this one.
Andrew's asking, are you asking if people want them?
I'm just showing these because I might turn these in.
Andrew, if you're interested in any of these, take down the title and send us an email. How about that? And we can see Buddhist, the Illustrated Encyclopedia of Buddhist Wisdom.
I'll give you whatever cheap price on it.
Buddha's Brain. The Practical Neuroscience of Buddha's Brain. Happiness, Love, and Wisdom. Sounds like one I would read. For a future to be possible? Yeah, for a future to be possible, Buddhist ethics for everyday life. Re-enchantment. Tibetan Buddhism comes to the West. was a little hesitant on this one. Buddhist inspirations. And Buddhism in a week. Teach yourself. Teach yourself. Buddhism in a week.
Teach yourself.
Teach yourself.
That's funny.
If you are interested in any of those, take down the title and send us an email, and Andrew will let you know what he may sell them to you for. If you're interested. He mentioned yesterday that
About making space.
making space and talking about the Buddhism books, and some people did email and say they would be interested. So there you go. There's some of them anyway.
And it's I thought some of them were real fascinating, but I'm not going to read them again. So.
All right, y'all. Thank you all so much for hanging out. We're gonna go make some stir fry. So thank you, everybody. Have an amazing evening, and we'll see you back here tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Have a great one.